What's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's edition of the EX Roundup. You've seen the short version on YouTube, and we're back here to talk much more, have some fun, talk some shit, and all of this. And we're already talking shit on Packz, who took like approximately 3.5 hours to plug a microphone in.
I'm sorry. I apologize, man. I apologize. It's not working, but the matchup just wasn't working for me. I need to get back in the lab, man.
You need to get into the streaming matchup, and of course we get man like Logan Sama on there. After you've spent a good amount commentating yesterday,
yesterday,
right?
and Monday. Yes,
mate.
Yeah, like you don't stop
non-stop.
This week. Do you have commentary tomorrow?
No, but I do have commentary on Saturday.
Yes, for on this very channel. What's up, chat? We are here to cover a ton, and without further ado, let's take a look at today's outline, the topics that we are going to run through. As we've got a few, we will have another guest in the name of RobTV joining us a bit later, and we'll talk first about, of course, Renegade out there, Brussels Challenge, which I was in. I was lucky enough to be there in this weekend. The EVO Pools are out, so we can review them together and talk about some of the pools. And of course, the two debates of the week. The first one kind of heated on Twitter, which is side by side versus head to head, and the second one with Mr. RobTV. Of course, we need to talk about NA versus EU, but I mean, yeah, we can't talk about that until Rob is there. No one. I want to awards from you guys until Rob's in.
Worst matchup today.
Not a single word.
Got the worst matchup today. Sorry.
That will obviously be for later, but without further ado, let's jump on with the very quick roundup of the first episode of Renegade. Those of you who might have missed it, Renegade is our King of the Hill series that runs every Monday on Reversal. It's on DNF Duel, and soon on other games that will be announced like pretty soon. I hope you guys are enjoying the format, and we had to run our very first NA version this week with man like Yipes on commentary, with four of the very best in North America joining Renegades, and Diaphone being the champion, which means both EU and NA have the exact same character as a champion. Have you played DNF at all, Packz?
No, I literally have not. I've basically not played any of these new games. Multiverses, DNF, none of them. I've just been looking. Guilty Gear, I haven't played none of them. I've been looking like, yo, this game is kind of crazy. This game looks a bit mad. Like, I'm just hearing just crazy stuff about this game.
Yeah.
Looks sick.
It is a very fun looking game, and a very
messy,
fun, messy. I think messy is the word. But we ran, of course. We got now one champion in Europe in name of Mystic, one champion in America in name of Daphne. The next edition will be on Monday, where Mystic will try and defend his title. Mystic, who is currently at 8 victories in 8.
In a row.
Yep, 8 victories in 8.
Only lost one set across those 8 tournaments, which is incredible.
That's mad. So he just picked it up.
Yeah, so typically 7 of the 8 tournaments he won were in winners bracket, and the 8th he won in losers.
So I want to make sure that we are giving Mystic the full credit as well, because obviously the results in DNF speak for themselves, but Mystic was a top contender in Guilty Gear as soon as that came out. Pretty much immediately picked that up and was doing really, really well across Europe. And before that, he had a great run on Street Fighter 5. So it's like he basically picked a different game every year to just be ridiculously sick at, which I have to respect, because they were a player that I'd never heard of before.
Yeah.
And 3 years later,
I have no idea.
2.5 years later, it's like the best at this, one of the best at that, was emerging as one of the best in Street Fighter 5 as well. It's crazy.
Yep. Became really quick. Like the way he leveled up on SF5 was kind of crazy. Really quickly picked it up and ended up being, lots of top 8 on Salt Mine with the Poison. Top 8. I believe he was top 8 on CPT UK 2020, right? I think.
Oh wait, yes, I think he was. And
was
Muscle Noob in that top 8 as well? That's when they both were.
I think so.
It's like Muscle Noob and Mystic were the new guys going crazy.
Yeah. I think so. Well, that's a guy, of course, to look at. And of course, if you guys want to join Renegade, all you have to do is to pretty much Renegade only invites champions, only invites the best of the best. And we got Salty EU as a qualifier every Sunday to join. It's open to everyone in EMEA. It's on PC. Win Salty EU, get a chance to face Mystic in the brackets. Acknowledgia won last week's Salty EU, and this Sunday will be the next qualified player. The bracket will be announced as soon as we have the new qualified
How's the
player.
net code on DNF? How's the net code?
Ridiculous.
Sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a 21st century net code. Like, you know.
Okay, 2022 things.
Which is good. It's a pleasure to run events in these games because you don't even care where you're from. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, whatever. Or you're in the UK and you're facing someone from Portugal. Cool. Play.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Okay, me and Packz can't relate to that.
Yeah.
At all, bro.
As someone who run events in SF5, Dragon Ball, and Strive is a luxury, man. On Strive, I have freaking Russia versus Spain, and I'm like, cool. Like,
I'm playing. I got to play a Spanish Alex, a Latvian M Bison. Like, no, it's not. It's not happening, bro.
If I see anything on that side of Europe, I just give them the game, bro. You know what I mean? You won, bro.
I don't want to ruin my day. No, I mean, it's not worth.
I'm not even fighting for it. Just send me to losers, man.
Yeah, you can't be long. But you know what? There is a good solution to this. It's traveling and going to play offline. Because Brussels Challenge was there this weekend. Massive shout outs to Barcelona Fighters for the raid. Welcome, guys.
Sick.
About to talk about Brussels Challenge. Europe is back offline. And man, it felt good to be offline with everyone in this familiar venue.
All right.
Yes.
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 It's showing off. I can't believe, that we spent all this time trying to get there and we had no idea why we couldn't. And then literally during the weekend, we were like, oh yeah, there's one of the biggest EDM festivals in the world happening next door at Tomorrowland. It's like, oh yeah, that's why a flight to Brussels is £700 now.
Yep. No chance. Doing that.
It was insane. For the story, massive shout outs to C4, who basically drove from London to Brussels with Dunk and Lazarus to bring the commentators in. And he drove at midnight because on Friday there was like a massive 6 hour queue.
Even with that, some guys didn't show up to work at the border. And there was a half a day delay in getting through the border.
He literally left they left London at midnight and got to Brussels at like 7 a.m. Got their night road trip. But of course, it was a very, very fun weekend. Got to see a lot. We got to see Valmaster getting bodied by local Kojak here and his Zeku. And Valmaster right after this tweeting, I've never played on PS4. He literally said, I've never played on PS4. That's not the same game.
Nah, but for real, with the type of player Valmaster is, where it's basically all reaction. That would make a big difference.
Yeah. I think it's like, as much as we like to say option select, if you've only played on PC and never on PS4, it's not the same game.
It literally is very, very different. Yeah. Crazy how much it's that different, you know?
I don't want to play Eastwood. This was sick. I don't want to play Eastwood on PS4 if I've only ever played on PC. Like, definitely not. That's a terrifying experience.
Yeah. That's
Ricky Mans Barnett.
Yeah, and Ricky Mans Barnett is the one who took the Street Fighter 5.
I respect that as well because, like, Manat is in the bin right now. But like,
nah, she's not, man. I hate that.
She is.
She ain't, bro. No.
Do you know how many bad matchups she's got? It's crazy.
No, she's not in a bin, bro.
She's got so many bad matchups, bro.
She basically has top.
I know that you're a Karen player, yeah, and I understand that top one feature in the game.
Forget Karen. Forget Karen. I don't care about Karen. I'm talking about the character has.
Hey, pause this Swiftmaster business. We'll get to Swiftmaster in a minute. We need to talk about these important points. Yeah, I understand that you're a Karen player and you have PTSD from Manat. I know that. I appreciate that.
I don't care about Karen, man.
Definitely have PTSD from Manat. However, she's got a bag of bad matchups, bro. And you can't tell me she's got the best feature in the game. This guy
She's got one of.
This guy's here. This guy's here playing Street Fighter 6 with unreactable hit scan projectiles.
I'm sorry. Luke Luke isn't like activating and winning on block or hit or whatever. When that activates, and you might just lose regardless of whether he's winning or not. You know what I mean? It's just you got an Oro level V trigger. Like
No.
activates, you might just die.
You can't put that in the same bracket as Oro. No way.
It is though.
No way. She's got to do 3 resets to kill you, bro. Oro doesn't need to do any of that. It's just damage, damage, damage. Crazy.
Man, you have to sit there and hold. And you know why it's stupid? You know why it's stupid? Because you can't even attack her, bro. Oh, it's not a true string. I let go of an orb. Now you die. Like, you know what I mean? It's just silly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm talking too much potential and not enough.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
what
it.
happens practically. I mean, Sacco done it, but yeah, whatever. No one else done it. But to me, that if you got to win V-Trigger, you can't be that bad. That's why Oro having bad anti-airs and bad this and that. I don't care. Man can have one button. As soon as he activates, you lose the game, bro. I mean,
it's true. It's true. What was the vibe like there anyway, Samad, in the arena? Because I have not.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what we said, a lot of fun. But honestly, it was really cool. Like, I think the only missing thing was that there was no Belgian player that did well on SF5 or on Strive. Only on KOF and DNF had Lucas Di Mania for DNF. But you know, like, I think the fact that Takamura failed to go that far means that on SF5 and stuff it was okay-ish. On Strive it was really hype because the French group was really there to cheer for skill. But overall on the weekend, like it really felt like, kind of family reunion vibes, like everyone be like, oh, we're back, we get to play together, casuals. KOF especially, KOF is a game with a huge legacy, so you had all of it's pretty funny when you're at an event because you look at Strive and you have all these like 17 to 20-year-olds like players, and then look at Street Fighter, it's like maybe a mix between like from 18 to 30, and then you go in KOF and they're all 65 years old playing KOF.
65, man.
Hey man, don't talk about Mark and Richard like that, please.
Listen, Mark and Rich, I love you guys, but it is a boomer game,
Man said 65, bruv. Man said retirement age.
Straight out of the retirement house for some games. But it was a lot of fun, honestly, to meet everyone.
Cretaceous games.
Yes.
And we had
period.
I know we had a lot of players absent because of various different things happening, but it was really cool to see Sweden. I mentioned that in the roundup show, actually, like seeing Sweden do so well, because Sweden used to be a real like contender. We used to rate them highly. Towards the tail end of Street Fighter 4. And it's nice to see them back. Maybe not competing at that high level in Street Fighter, but across other games as well.
I mean, we've seen a lot, right? So on Sweden, Svampen was in grand finals of GBEVS and lost. Boblan was in grand finals of KOF and lost. Rickemans Barnett was in grand final of Street Fighter 5 and won. And Leffen was in grand final of Strive and won. So, 4 grand finals for the Swedish community, 2 wins. That's
pretty sick.
That's a very really good performance.
And it's like very evenly spread across those games as well. It's not like they turned up with like 5 players in Strive doing all the work.
It's
like it used to be in Street Fighter 4. It was very condensed in Street Fighter 4. Now they've got players across various different games. So it's good to see. I love seeing more representation. You mentioned Barcelona fighters who raided again. I know they've got mad numbers turning out for their regular events for Street Fighter as well, but we don't get to see them too often at offline majors. So I hope we do as well. Like I want to see all of these countries back.
Yeah, I know that Spain is coming in full force for UFA. Sharin has been rounding up the troops to bring literally all of Spain to UFA.
Coming out,
so it's gonna be like UFA is gonna be a ton of fun. Mid-November, it's the event to go to. Of course, Brussels just like brings the comeback. The next major in Europe is going to be versus fighting. A couple cool stories on Brussels. Obviously, first Mystic still winning and still being in winners as always. And I think the second cool story was Leffen won the tournament on Strive, and the winning prize was to go to EVO, a flight, complete trip to EVO.
Sick.
And
he's probably going anyway. Right?
Leffen, so basically, if you're already going, they would give you the money. So I think that was the equivalent of like $3,000.
Okay.
And what Leffen said is, I'm lucky enough to be sponsored and to have all of this sorted, so I will give that trip to the second. So he gave that trip to Skill. Really cool in the form Leffen. He said that he signed up a bit last minute to come and prepare for EVO, basically play some offline games and everything. So it was really good to have this. And honestly, this grand finals between Skill and Leffen was hype. Skill ended up resetting the brackets, and then Leffen just ended up winning this one. But very cool event throughout the weekend, leading up to EVO, where
EVO.
obviously the team reversal will be there before EVO. This weekend on Saturday, we will run the first World Warrior for CPT on the French region. That's going to be on Saturday afternoon, right here on twitch.tv/reversalgg. But let's talk about EVO, because
I haven't had a look at anything here.
Well,
so
I mean, it's only literally just came out,
this.
so this is fresh.
Yeah. So
this is my first time looking. So
same to be honest. So the pools just came out this morning. I didn't have the time to look at the pools, so what I suggest is that we look at some of the EVO pools together. I should be sharing my screen to Valentin, who could be zooming on this. I will probably zoom a bit so it's a bit readable. And I would like what do we look at notable players pool first? I'm on let's go on Street for the 5 first, right? Let's do let's do a Street for the 5 first, and let's take a look at
everyone gets a chance, guys.
Everyone gets a chance. It's
combo friend.
It's EVO. Everyone gets a chance. Let's see. You know what? I just want to see Problem X's pool, because
that's a bit biased, isn't it?
That's it. No.
Biased, isn't
I want to see Problem and Crimson, then we can do all the
he's in the same pool as Jabali.
Rip Problem. I'm sorry, Problem. That was a good run.
It's over, bro.
Yeah. He's also in the same pool as Disnuts Narimov. So yeah, GG's. Why are no names so cursed?
He's in the same pool as Xiao Bao. He's a bit mad.
Why Xiao Bao?
How's Xiao Bao not been seeded? Crazy.
How would he be seeded, bro?
Crazy. Well, Jabali has been, so...
Not American than that. Yeah, but Jabali's the TO, bro. I'm just surprised Jabali's not in winners finals.
That's clearly an unseeded position as well for Xiao Bao, because he's not even in winners round 2. That's literally a... Is that the Xiao Bao? That's him, right? Yeah, I mean, he has a picture.
That's him, man.
He has a picture. That is him.
Well, official, man.
bit of a surprising one, but...
He's got a picture, bro. That's official, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you have a picture on Smash GG...
I will never forget Xiao Bao absolutely rinsing everybody with EX Wall Dive at EVO 2017, I think it was. Yeah. You know, when TKR was abusing that stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not TKR, that's it.
Sorry, Nassim Claw. My bad.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Xiao Bao's a bit mad still. But that's what happens when you don't have a database of all the players and what's going on in each region. And
Xiao Bao's been to EVO before. He got top 32 or something. So,
but just in general, innit? If you're keeping count of just what's been happening over the regions, just somehow, then you could rate people that way. You know?
I mean, I guess these pools are provisional as well.
They said provisional because players can still feel a complaint, and then the seeding team can review, and I'm sure they will see it. They'll be like, "Oh, we missed that guy."
People better not complain too much, bruv. You know what happens? People be like, "Oh, Daigo's pool, man." Complain, then alright, cool. We'll put you in items pool then.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's look at Daigo's pool. I want
to see I Domination's pool as well.
Yeah, let's take a look. We can take a look at all the pools, and we can go on the predicted for this. Daigo the Beast is in the same pool as absolutely no one.
Marine.
Wait, that's Marine. Oh, okay. She changed the spelling of Marine. Okay, cool. That's
Daigo isn't in anyone's pool. You're in Daigo's pool.
You're in here with Daigo.
Yeah, you're in there with Daigo. Daigo's not in there with you, bro.
I agree. Who else is going for Japan? Tokido, I think, is going. Yeah. Tokido is there.
That's about it, you know.
Isn't that Ryu from Japan there?
Oh, Uzura,
yeah. Tokido in absolutely we have Phenom at home. This is we have.
Yeah, what Phenom is that?
That's Phenom. That's Phenom who does the graphics for CEO.
Yeah,
that better be.
You know, Tokido will probably look at the pool, and be like, "What? I'm in Phenom's pool."
What the hell, bro?
That is a great mix. Is Bonchan in?
No,
Bonchan is not.
No Fudo.
No Fudo. Uzura, I guess.
Fudo just smoked everyone with a broken poison.
No Momochi.
What's he doing?
No Mochi.
What's he doing? Not traveling.
Is Kawano there?
No Yamaguchi.
Oh wait, Uzura is in Kaba's pool. That is a solid potential winners final there.
I mean, if it's Ryu versus Gao, I've got Kappa for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That will be
Ryu versus Gao, you kind of
yeah. I'll,
have an amazing fireable game and a lot of great reads, while Gao's just doing what he does, you know.
And then let's take a look at Mr. Crimson.
Mr. Crimson and Eye Domination, please.
Yeah, Mr. Crimson and Idom. See where they are. Mr. Crimson is with man like Javits out there.
Yeah, watch out
not
for them Javits combos, bruv.
Don't whiff no DPs, bruv.
With no DP, because man will activate the V trigger. Yeah,
850 meterless.
Any character.
Yes.
Activate this V trigger, any character, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna DP again after you get knocked down, and then you're gonna die in 2 combos, bro.
Easy.
Well, make sure you don't DP against Javits because he's got that ready.
Easy. And let's take a look at after that. You want with Idom?
Idom, and then obviously man like Punk. We know he's not in his best form right now. But if it happens to appear.
Book plays
Tweeted today saying he's gonna. He said he's a Dragon Ball Fighters player today on Twitter.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Punk has been having a lot of fun on Dragon Ball lately, so I'm very curious to see a full power Punk. I see Book in that pool, who is a top Tekken player, but I'm not entirely sure.
Wasn't it Akuma he played? That was a long time ago.
I don't even know. I can't remember.
Probably.
Book. Yeah,
that was a while ago though.
He pulled out Akuma on Super Akuma at CEO in Tekken, and they played mirror match.
Yes,
and he won.
Yes,
swear down.
Let's see for Idom, and then we
return
can
of
see.
801 Strider.
Is Strider there?
I'm sure he's done absolutely zero practice for EVO.
It doesn't matter. He's fundamentally strong.
Yeah, of course.
Set to win some dream.
Else.
Is that
helps?
Is that Terrence the Chun-Li?
That's deterrence. Yeah, that's deterrence.
That's good.
And with Chun-Li being buffed and all, could be a problem.
Yeah, that is the one. So let's take a look at what could happen in, well, let's say from top 48 onwards, because top 192 is a bit too big, and we're gonna use that beautiful feature which is Smash GG projected to see what could happen there.
Big Bird. I completely forgot about
that. What's Big Bird's path? Yeah, we don't even check. Big Bird. Shout out to Just the Kids.
Your brethren.
For the raid, let's see exactly our brethren. Big Bird is with
Big Bird.
He's with Big Bird.
He's got Taji in his pool.
I
believe Taji's. I know that name.
Kagi. Oh no, wait. Taji uses.
Is that the Gil? No, Gil is Taj, not Taji.
Yeah. Oh my god, my brain's gone absolutely.
Yeah, the name is. Isn't Yassi TV somebody? Isn't that? Is she from Australia?
I'm curious. Not sure. That's like fun. I've seen that name. I think it's a streamer from Australia. You're right.
Yeah, she is.
I think she's an Australian streamer. There is an Australian team going.
Got Big Bird, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
Second place at EVO, bro.
Yeah, Big Bird is gonna be one of those. That run. Kami Storm Kubo is there. We didn't. I don't know Storm Kubo.
I don't want to know who he's playing this time now, bro. My Storm Kubo is a bit mad. Yeah. He's probably playing Alex. It has to be Alex, isn't it?
I haven't seen him play in a while. Wait, have Storm Kubo?
It's Alex.
Yeah.
So what is this, top 48?
That's top 48, right? That would plot a Kaba versus Big Bird.
Kaba is crazy. Is that the Phenom?
That is the Phenom, because 0-0.
Oh, 0-0 Phenom. Yeah.
Just so you know as well.
will have Phenom in his pool, and Phenom.
I don't like that prediction, bro. I don't like that prediction, bro.
You're gonna like it if we keep moving on.
What's
I don't like that prediction of Taquido and Phenom. I don't like that one.
So that's the road for Phenom. Okay.
RobTV getting mad for okay.
Rob will join you afterwards, guys.
Who does Rob smoke? Who does Rob smoke?
Who does Rob?
Top 48.
Who does Rob
Eli.
smoke?
It's Eli the Curry.
Not Eli the Curry. Let's check.
Jeez.
Where is Rob? I was checking on him. So
Rob TV smoking certain dons, yeah.
Rob TV smoking Justin Wong. Okay.
Jay Wong's that's gonna be like his 90th pool. He's gonna play like 900 games, bro. So
I swear. But Hot Dog is seeded pretty low to be out of pool in losers.
Bison.
Provided I haven't
Nice.
seen Hot Dog in a while on SF5, I don't know. Wasn't he in grand finals of the World Warrior, Logan?
Well,
Hot
it
Dog
just
won.
means that
Yeah,
Dog
he
won,
won.
it just
yeah.
means that
So wait.
it might mean that Hot Dog's got a hard path.
Nah, Hot Dog is
So-
not losing to Pokey.
What?
Pokey is not seeded over the Hot Dog.
He is. Well, the joke's on him because isn't Pokey not
Pokey's
going?
not even going. All right.
Well, that's
well,
thrown. That's thrown the bracket all out of filter.
Yeah,
It's
It's
all
all
up
wrong.
in there.
okay.
So wrong there.
Okay, Pokey is going. Keep going with
Saw that
Kawano
f-
against Crimson.
So that Phenom thing out there, bro. Phenom is beating Taquido, bro.
You got Phenom over Tokido?
Yes, bro.
Chat. Do you got Phenom or
Put, res-
Tokido?
put respect on Phenom's name right now.
What's chat saying?
Put respect on the name right now. I don't want to hear the chat. Taquido's from Japan. I don't want to hear it. Put respect on Phenom's name right now.
What are they doing? They playing Luke Mirrors in that.
Can I-
Or what? What's going on?
Phenom will play anyone he wants. It'll be a top tier character, but he'll play them.
Yeah. Can I give you a counter? I'm gonna give you a counter argument. I'm gonna be a weeb for 1 second. To me, Phenom is a question mark because I don't see Phenom in tournament ever in my life.
He
Until
doesn't need to,
But
bro.
he
CPT.
genuinely doesn't need
He
to.
doesn't need
yeah.
to.
Yeah, but
And also-
Tokido is on tournaments every day with freaking Bonchan
I
and
don't give a
SF
shit.
League
Also,
and all
let
of
me-
that.
Let me
I
say
don't
this as
care.
well. Let me say this as well. Like, Phenom is not falling off. Like, he's playing online. Yeah. He's
yeah.
doing fine. He doesn't need to be entering tournaments to get
Bro, he
results
don't need to, bro.
to maintain like his like competitive edge. He's not one of those guys. He's
Logan-
got like permanent competitive edge. He doesn't need to enter the tournament.
Remind me, Logan. What tournament was it where Takamura was rinsing
Until
every
World
single
Open.
player?
Until World Open.
Takamura was rinsing
Levels.
everyone. He
The
looked
levels were mad.
unbelievable. Yeah, like Takamura. It looked like, yo, this guy's taking a tournament.
Who did he punch
came
up?
up-
Mr. Crimson. Like he did a madness
He
on Mr.
punched
Crimson.
up everyone in that tournament. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then he came up to Phenom, and he looked like a wood rank fam. Phenom said, "This is nothing." Put respect on Phenom's name right now.
I wanna see.
I don't want
yeah.
to. I want to hear it, bro.
There's some players that I don't care if they're in tournament or not. Like, and I don't want to be one of those online doesn't matter. But for some guys, online doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people out there that
But
online.
it's not
genuinely doesn't
online
matter.
that I mean. It's just tournament experience. Because Tokido is on SFL. He's on everything. He plays
What
week in,
tournament
week out.
experience does he need? Like,
Taquido.
and
Taquido.
also, let me be honest with you. He lives in Europe. He's
Yeah.
not going to get much tournament experience that's going to prep him for playing Taquido. I'll
on
be
that
very
side
honest.
of Europe,
That's
too.
true.
Like,
I agree.
I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah.
Like him coming out to Brussels Challenge, it's a great community event. I'm sure he will have a great time, yeah. But for him, he's not like
They prep different anyway. Them man
Yeah.
prep different. Like, Problem don't enter tournaments, does he?
No.
When he went to Red Bull and did what he did, innit? So
yeah.
because
I mean,
he
he-
prep different.
You see Problem in like Salt Man and stuff every now and then, and he
Yeah.
like he,
Yeah,
but he comes in to
but that's
try
not-
stuff out.
That's not his. That's not
Yeah.
his preparation for stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
His preparation for stuff is very different.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Venom's the same thing. But yeah, Taquido should win. I don't think I agree, man. You can't say Taquido should win. That's an up in the air one. Venom doesn't just lose
Yeah.
to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say he's gonna lose to anybody.
You have to remember as well, Tokido came over here and got slapped by Hurricane, by the way,
Yep. That's true.
offline after doing
But
SFL
you know what?
and all that.
That's
stuff.
that's the Hurricane thing. If you play Hurricane, if you haven't played him before, you're gonna hold some.
Well, to be fair, Fudo played him at EVO the first time Hurricane went to EVO and he beat him 2-1. So
No. What was annoying was Hurricane was winning.
Hurricane was winning
And
and
then
then he
Hurricane
switched to
switched to
Abigail.
Abigail. Why did you do that?
Ah,
Hurricane could have won that.
choices. Yeah.
You know them ones where you win the first game mad clean and then you lose the second game in like
And
a
then
kind of a
switch.
scrappy one and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, no, I need to switch.
Ah, bro, he had that. He had that. I swear to you, he would have beat Fudo there.
Yeah.
But yeah, bruv. I agree
yeah.
with Packz. I don't think it's a gimme that Tokido beats
No, in my
I think it's a
opinion,
given. I just think.
Phenom gets overlooked in the world class player. I was talking about this on commentary
It's
actually today
insane. His level's
about
insane.
players that get completely ghosted when it comes to who's the best player, who are the best top 5 players in the world. Because I guess people have like who's the best player, and there's like
Yeah.
a short list of that, yeah. And like people might put their favorites in as like a
Yeah.
as a gimme. If you're
And
putting
wins.
if you're putting a top 5 list together, yeah, it's quite difficult once you get past like IDOM and like on form, it's like Idom, probably Fudo on form at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Crimson.
Yeah,
Crimson on
obviously.
form
Yeah.
right now. But like, I just saw NL play like a lunatic at the Riyadh event, Global Esports Tour.
Yeah.
I saw NL play like a lunatic at Red Bull Kumite Vegas and finish second.
Moving mad.
Moving ridiculous. Now, obviously, when he got his back put to the wall, he kind of crumbled a bit. And also, I don't know if you remember, because you reminded me, talking about Takamura and Phenom in Intel World Open.
Yeah.
You remember day one of the Asia Intel World Open finals and what NL was doing to
everyone,
the greatest Japanese players of all time,
to everyone,
back to back.
Yeah, to everyone.
Yeah. So like, there's a bunch of players out there that definitely just get overlooked when it's time to talk about who's the best in the world.
Yeah.
I think, I think NL and Phenom are definitely up there, because I think Phenom is as good, without a doubt. Phenom is as good as Punk, Idom, Problem X, like as good as all of those, without fail.
The thing is, he just doesn't have the same results. That's why people don't put him there. But in terms of like who's gonna definitely win, can't say. When out of the four you just mentioned, you can't say who's gonna definitely win out of pretty much any of them. Maybe Problem, because Problem's never had an issue with any of them.
Yeah.
But I feel like out of all of them, Phenom gives Problem the most. Phenom's got the best chance to beat them out of all of them. You know what I mean? Phenom's just that guy, man.
We'll see. We'll see how far that would potentially give a big bird Phenom for top 8. Then there is Kawano against Mr. Crimson, which would be a good one.
I don't know.
Chris CCH.
You see, I don't even know even there. You see what I mean? It's a nerfed Colleen.
That's Crimson free. Like I have zero. Like I am 100% on Crimson.
I don't know about that one. It's because it's Kawano why I'm saying I don't know.
Has Kawano not switched yet? You know what's jokes? I was watching the Red Bull 5G finals, and obviously we saw Daigo and Bonchan win that, and Daigo doing that stuff.
Yeah.
But they beat Machabo and Mizua in the finals, yeah?
Yeah.
And do you know who Mizua's using now?
It was in Luke and Cody.
He's using Cody, He's out here rocking the Cody.
Yeah.
So
Cody's legit, bro.
Kawano might. That's an understatement of the world. Yeah, I don't know what's like. If there's anyone in stream chat as well, because there's like 150 of you, someone must know. Is Kawano using any other characters at the moment? Because they chopped that girl's legs off. Basically.
He was still using the Topanga, but it was evident that they were nerfed. It was evident that Colleen was nerfed.
Yeah.
Very, very evident.
Yeah. He's still a very, fundamental kind of player. So any character, give him Luke, he'll win.
No, but I don't think so. It was. No one was really playing Colleen.
Yeah.
And he just put all his time to Colleen, and he showed that Colleen's actually like a character up here. You know, it's like how Problem showed that Bison's up here. And then they slowly start taking stuff away. So that's what happened. And then Colleen's obviously been nerfed. So now, similar with Ryusei, like the results of just.
I was literally just gonna say that. I feel like you look at what these young players were doing in Japan with Colleen and Urien.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these patch notes came out. Who got chopped?
Yeah.
Urien got chopped.
The chat. Haru on the chat saying that he saw him playing Rose.
Rose is bloody good now, man.
That is an interesting pick.
I have no idea how Rose does against Dawson, but Rose is good. Bro.
Yeah, she's very, very good. She's
zoning is insane,
but she's got a lot of you don't get to play as well.
Yeah,
a lot of it, loads, and you didn't realize how good her jump fireball is until you start trying to anti her.
It's mad
when you have no health.
That's what Verdoyance was doing all weekend in Brussels. Yeah. Like, he would jump 3 times in a row, and as soon as you start anti-airing, jump fireball, and you get bodied.
And the guaranteed one is point blank, jump over your face, EX fireball in your face. Guaranteed.
Yeah, it's
and then the up scarf. That's guaranteed.
Yeah. It's like she for 1 bar, she basically gets Seth's V-Trigger 2 mix up for 1 bar.
Pretty much.
In your face, because she can just jump at you and do instant EX
That's a
fireball,
Buki. That's
so
a Buki all day. The Buki fake kunai, and then she gets the up scarf. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, she's decent. I really enjoy watching Filipino man play her. Like, I really like that style with her.
The mobility with him. He moves around a lot.
Yep. And he uses the custom combo is really cool as well. I like that.
But
I still think, like, you know,
Crimson
you're
on
looking
full,
at.
yeah, Crimson should take that. But I'm wondering if Kawano's using Colleen. I don't know how much Colleen experience Crimson has, and I'm sure Kawano's got Nelson experience, and it's a relatively good matchup for Colleen.
Yeah.
Even with the nerfs.
How about Crimson item? Because the bracket has item as winning and like
Poison.
You know, no. Poison loses to Dawson.
Yeah.
Poison loses to Dawson. So he has to play Laura really.
Yeah.
Because Dawson Poison's crap. And Laura, I think struggles in neutral.
You know what? We have literally the perfect timing for RobTV to jump on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag RobTV in, get Rob in. Yes. Can we have Rob on display and welcome the man?
Yo.
What's up, Rob? What's are you on? You are.
We can hear you, not see you yet though.
Cannot see.
Censor
I think that
censor the nipples, please. No one wants to see your minstrel titties, man. I don't care, man.
We have.
You got a bad matchup today, bro. You got a bad matchup today, my guy. It's a bad matchup today, boy.
He's muted on the stream as well, by the way.
Oh, that's alright.
Let's put him on. Let's put him on, please.
Chat, can you hear
whatever
Rob?
form he's in.
What's going on?
Yes.
There he is.
Where's the camera at, man? Get him on.
Get him on.
Get him on,
Let's
man.
go.
Good.
Let's talk.
We'll continue
talk.
with them EVO pools because they're looking juicy, man.
Yeah, y'all
okay.
know what I'm gonna do in my pool. Y'all talk about my pool yet?
Nah, we ain't got there yet, bro.
Okay, you know, a straight blood bath, straight war path right there, Packz.
We're talking about Crimson item, Rob. Who got this?
That's in what's that, top 16 for top 8, right?
Yeah, that's projected the match for top 8.
That's rough. That's rough. I would not bet
that's
money
awful.
on that match. I would not bet money on that match. If I had to give an edge one way, I would slightly say Crimson side over Idol.
I mean, based on the results, you kind of have to.
You got to. Really, I don't know if people even remember at Street Fighter League, they did an exhibition and he beat him there too.
Yep.
Like, Crimson is on some other stuff, bro. Bro, what the hell are we on are we gonna do the show?
Man has everyone saying Dalsim is top 2. Not in my fucking books, but go ahead.
I disagree with that too.
Dalsim
I
ain't no
disagree
top
with
2
that
round
too.
me.
Bro, no
say that
cap,
shit
people
around me.
exaggerate. They exaggerate about Dawson to me, bro.
If you come say that shit around me, I'm gonna just assume you know how to play the game.
Family.
Top 2, bro.
G,
Top
G.
2, bro.
Why nobody hit the button to put me on camera yet, G? I'm not understanding. Y'all not gonna get banned for me being shirtless, bro. I stream all the time like
check.
this.
Remember that
partner-
Twitch EU is not Twitch US.
No monetization now, bro. You gotta
Oh
change it from
my
just.
God.
We gotta change it from
Damn.
just chatting.
At this point,
Just
it's a matter
chatting no more.
of
tank top.
principle. At this point, it's a matter of principle. At this point, there's no way. Like,
What's
no.
that?
I don't know.
one?
This looks like we're moving anti now, and I don't like that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
What's anti?
I feel like we're like anti. Oh, sorry, anti.
Fam, you never seen the cell phone gift? Can somebody in the chat put the RobTV cell phone gift? That's literally from a shirtless stream, bro. It's an emote. It's safe. We good.
Man said it's safe.
It is safe,
There
bro.
he is.
Safe, bro.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
You
look,
back? You here now?
man like,
bruh.
man like.
Listen, all right. First and
Welcome.
foremost, shout out to everybody that's watching the stream right now and my EU brethren and all that. You know,
Yep.
the reason it's very important for me to be shirtless is because, you know, people think that the food in America is just so bad for you. You know what I'm saying? But I built this godly physique off of pure McDonald's, apple pies. You know what I'm saying? Like just nothing but fried foods, all of that.
Stand
bro.
up. Stand up and stand side on.
What's up? What we talking about, bro?
No, sideways, boy.
Where's the abs? Where's
I'm
the
looking
six-pack?
good. Hold up.
You are looking good. I have to say, I have to give it to you, bro.
This is not what the stream is here for. Sit down, man.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He asked me.
Stream is here for the takes, bro.
I'm just saying.
I want to see your body.
That's all off American food, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, look, anybody out there that's thinking that all of that a lot of calories is bad for you and all that, bruh, no. Come eat in America. High fructose corn syrup, the works,
Corn
bro.
syrup.
Yes,
Corn syrup and everything.
the works.
Every E number.
Yes.
Every single one, even the Z number, bro. Sorry, Z number.
What's up though? What we talking about, y'all?
You guys for the
talking
pools,
about
man.
these
We're
EVO
running
Pools.
through EVO Pools for now, so we're just like running a bit through.
I just wanted to. We need to show Rob the excellent prediction. This top 8.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at the top 8 prediction.
I've never seen such an
listen,
accurate top.
Rob, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it. I just want a Rob comment, right? So like,
I don't want a
let
Rob
me show.
comment.
No, I
want
want
a
Rob.
Rob
Shut up, Packz.
Let's
Rob
see this.
comments.
Let's
Can
see
you
the
see
team.
Rob.
This is facts. This is
Rob.
what this is.
Oh, what is this? Hold up. Oh, sorry, you
RobTV.
can't see my camera now.
No. You clean your
This
glasses.
is
Clean the specs, my guy. You can see it.
Tokido. Whoa.
This is how Evo's gonna end up. Top 8 predictions, apparently.
Tokido
looks like facts to
Adam,
me.
Problem Punk, Big Bird Crimson, Daigo Mena.
Why they got
What-
Big Bird down the bottom?
What makes, I'm not saying this wouldn't happen, but like what makes Mena, well, I guess how could you put it either way?
Mena's been going crazy though. And his actual
Who do
head-to-head
they
against
have?
Daigo is
Who do they have
actually
Mena losing
in his
to?
favor.
then?
Mena's
They're saying
head-to-head
that
is in his favor.
Mena.
Okay,
They're saying that Mena loses to Punk there
Which
after beating
didn't happen
Angry
today.
Birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you gonna make me
beats
ask
Kaba.
the tough question, bro, about that top 8. You gonna make me ask it, cause there's something on my mind immediately, bro.
Go
Go for
ahead.
it.
Let's go, bro.
What has happened that makes it so that Problem is the #1 seed?
Why would he not be?
Is it?
Let's
Would
ask-
you say Red? So would you say Red Bull Kumite? Not both of them either. The one Red Bull Kumite.
Yeah, the first Red Bull Kumite, he faced all his EU guys. So
what about it?
It's like
What does that mean? What about it?
so what that means is these are all people that play him all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, can I cuss on here?
Yeah, you can cuss.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, Packz. You sound insane right now. He
No,
plays them all the time.
No,
What does
no.
that mean?
You didn't even let me finish. Yeah,
All right.
that does mean a thing. No, there's not one super dominant guy. EU, as you've seen, EU's a roller coaster.
There is.
It's not
There is.
There's
No.
no item.
No,
item
yes
in
there
EU.
is. Yes there is.
There's no
And you know
item
what?
in EU,
And you know
bro.
what his name is? His name is Four Fields. Cause he is 2 for 2. Stop. He is 2 for 2 championships over there. The last
This
2 times.
is
the one,
not
let
a
me finish.
good advertisement for American
The
food.
one,
Really
let me
poisoning
finish.
your brain.
The one time.
Okay, Rob, I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm
You've
gonna
been
go.
drinking too much Mountain Dew.
He did.
No, let him
Listen,
finish. Let him finish.
y'all don't want to give Four Fields his props. And y'all gonna say
incorrect.
what?
Of course I do.
No. I know. Y'all gonna say, oh no, Four Fields is great. Nah, bruh.
No,
In the end
Four
of the
Fields
day,
is good.
Hold on.
Not
Hold on.
good. Not
Let him
good.
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
In the UK right now, the
Yep.
player that has to be considered the best at the moment as far as the results is Four
Yep.
Fields, because he won the CPT last year, and then he couldn't
Yep.
enter the second one because he had to go to that
I
the
understand.
Singapore.
the global
Hold on,
thing.
hold on, let
He
him finish,
won.
let him finish, let him
He
finish.
won, and he beat you
Yep.
guys' boy Problem X. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie, but that's y'all.
Yep.
And then he came back this time, and who did he place in grand? For one, he makes grand finals again, and who did he play? Was it Problem X again?
Yeah.
Did he beat him again?
Yeah.
Every time he's entering you guys' tournament, he is getting first place. But when a player doesn't have 30,000 years of experience because they weren't born in 1903, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? When they're not friends with the queen, then they can't
Yep.
get the same respect. Four Fields
I know what
is
you're saying.
dominant in your tournament.
I know what you're saying. So let me speak. Yeah, because I get your point. But
Okay.
you're putting mad weight, first of all, on two tournaments that are a year apart. all
Let me
within
tell you-
all within those years, all within that year, you weren't dominating no tournament. You know who's more dominant than him? Mr. Crimson in the tournament.
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Problem X has won more salt mines than I think,
anyone
I think
other than
than all of
Hurricane.
them. Than all of them put together. Yeah. Even Crimson, he's won more salt mines than all of them. So these are online tournaments. He's won all of
Let
them.
me ask you something else as well, please, Rob. Do you think Problem X would have gone to this tournament in Saudi Arabia this weekend and gone 0-2?
Anything can happen, bro.
Do you think Problem X would go to a 14-man invitational tournament
Put money on it.
50 racks for 50 racks and go 0-2?
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this: was it cold in the room, or according to Punk, right? So didn't the results of that tournament not even count because it was cold in the room and Punk's hands were shaking? Answer that. Did the
I don't
results
know.
even?
I
Don't
don't
say you don't know. And see, because now this where because I want y'all to now.
I don't know. I can't use that.
What y'all think about
Oh,
those?
a hand warmer's $5.
What
Put a
y'all
hoodie
think
on.
Okay, so
Put a shirt on, Rob.
All right, now Packz, what
Appreciate
say
you
about-
being cold.
What y'all think about that? Those?
No,
What you
he's
think about those
asking me-
hands cold? What you think about those hands cold tweets, Packz?
I have no bro on a roll. I have no idea, bro. I wasn't there, fam.
I said, what do you?
no.
Okay, regardless if it was cold or not, what do you think of the tweets?
Mr. Crimson's hands were cold too, and he won. So what? I don't care, fam. If it's
Okay,
Antarctica in there,
so you admitting that? So you think that those tweets were capped? Like it's no excuse to lose.
no, but
like,
the thing is, they might not be capped. Yeah, his
No.
hand might have been cold.
So-
But hold on, everyone's different. Some people are cold, some people are warm. My point is, if it was actually cold in the room, everyone's hands would be cold, right? If it's
Everyone's
cold
playing
to
in the same
affect,
conditions.
to affect the hands, everyone's hands were cold in the room.
So you
So?
saying Punk? So you saying Punk didn't lose because his hands was cold though?
And okay, Crimson won because his hands were cold.
Okay, no, I know. I'm not
I think
defending that. I'm
people-
asking you. I'm just asking you kind of a
I
slightly
think different
unrelated.
players. Handle discomforting conditions differently.
Okay.
Punk
That's fair.
repeatedly has shown that he gets like put off psychologically when things are not exactly
Perfect.
right for him.
Okay, so I'll
that definitely happens, right?
Okay, so
I don't
that's-
think that makes him a worse player. I think
Yeah.
that makes him in suboptimal conditions for him less likely to perform.
Okay,
I think we just did
because-
not
since
see
we can-
not see
ideally-
100% Punk.
Because
Okay, I like
ideally,
that. I like that. Okay.
yeah, because and it definitely wasn't 100% Punk because if you watch that last game, like he miscalculated the back throw for the stun, and then he had another scramble, he dropped the combo. Yeah,
Yes, I like
right?
that.
And we saw that. We
Yes.
saw that. Like,
Okay, look, Logan in chat. Listen to this now, chat. Now notice, right? So what my response to Forfield's going 0-2 is, it
0-2?
was possibly it was
Yeah, he went 0-2.
Oh, sorry, I haven't watched it. Sorry, my bad.
It was possibly suboptimal conditions. So really,
could have been.
okay, right. So
All right.
It was possibly no. Let me finish. I'll let you talk. It's possible.
Go on.
Because what I'm pointing out is, you know what I'm saying? When Four Fields wins online against Problem X, he gets credit, but at the same time, it's online. It's suboptimal conditions. If Punk loses offline, it's offline now, but his hands are cold. Okay, that's not full. Y'all just said that's not 100% Punk. It's suboptimal conditions. So what I'm bringing up, chat, is I point this stuff out in the FGC. I'm the only one that really does this sort of thing. So you guys are welcome. Enjoy these people being put in these truthful, uncomfortable positions. Those excuses only apply to certain players with certain names. You at home, if you get certain victories or something like that, trust me, bro, it doesn't count. You don't get those same excuses, but those
that's
excuses
true.
count for a problem. Those excuses count for a Punk to God. Those excuses might even count for a RobTV, but they do not count for everyone. And that's what we're seeing right here.
Let me rebuttal you right now, yeah?
Okay.
This is not inconsistent. From 2016, when the game came out, Problem has never qualified from online. He does not like online. Instead of playing online in his region when it was just traveling, he would go to America. He would go to America to play. He does not like online. This is not inconsistent. So when he got more vocal about it, it's not inconsistent. He's been hating online. He says he don't like online. It's crap. It's unpredictable. Random. There's random factors. He don't like it. So he goes. He does what
And
he
he
does.
stuck with it.
does-
Like
and that's
when
not
he had the
inconsistent.
option. When he had the option, he made the choice of not playing online. Right?
When I say this stuff, I'm not trying to be like, it's a thing for Problem. It's not.
It is. It's subconscious.
He's
Okay.
he's going to complain because he's always complained from the
I'm
game
not. I'm
came
not
out.
saying he shouldn't complain. I'm talking about
but
you
this-
taking it seriously and you adding credence to it. I'm talking about y'all
No,
taking
no.
it. Look. How about the fact what you guys are saying would make sense if in these situations, guys, do not let them cap. Listen to what I'm saying. It's indisputable. Problem X. I do know neutral, so I remember the results. Problem X got second place. Both of those tournaments. Actually, I'm sorry. Problem X got second place in 3 straight CPT tournaments. Now listen. He lost to 4 Fields the first one, lost to Infection the second time, lost to 4 Fields again the third time. Now, Problem X to me is amazing, right? Now, if he was to get in those tournaments a 96th place and a 16th in a second place and then a 13th place, or the results are sporadic and all over the place, then the points they're making would make any sense. Online is being completely legitimized by the results that Problem X have gotten.
But the thing is, Rob,
he got the same result.
Hold on.
Let me talk about this. Let me talk about this, please.
Go on, Logan.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, bro.
Thank you. He got the same result each time. So
the same people.
The same people
are placing consistently online. We've seen that. Same people we expect to see or place. Because let's be honest, it's Street Fighter. No one wins all the damn time.
No matter what.
Apart from
nobody wins unless you're good as well. You have to be great to win tournaments.
Absolutely.
You can't be. You're not going to be shit and win. It's not possible.
But what we have seen, if we're going to go by consistency, and this is why our regional positioning lets us make these comments, is there's realistically, in terms of the turnout and what's going on, actually the turnout's harder at things like Salt Mine finals and stuff like that's happening. We're not seeing the 4 Fields get the results there consistently. Now no one can take those two wins away from him. You cannot take it away from him. He's going to Capcom Cup. It's done. You can't take that away from him. But what you can do is when you have a wider sample set to look, you have to take that into account.
I think
at the moment, I will say Idom is the most consistent player in the world because I have a big sample set to look at.
For me, again, see, this is my thing. He is the most consistent player, but it's not in the world, bro. America is not the world. Yeah.
Okay.
But in the world, he is the most consistent.
No, but like Packz. I think the argument from Logan makes sense for one reason, just because
he's still the most consistent.
Everyone lives in a bubble right now because we're in our region, but within these respective bubbles, there is no one who keeps winning like Idom does.
Everyone watches.
So he is.
No, but anyway,
is there one player who always wins Japan?
You just mean someone who's dominating a region.
Yeah, someone who
because that's all you can do at the moment.
Who is the most consistent winner?
Okay, no, this is my thing, right?
Bro, y'all going into a different conversation though, and
hold on.
I agree. Yo, everyone shut up.
That's a different bro. That's a different conversation though. We talking about now whether Idom. No, but we're not talking about that, bro. I want to respond to what you said about the actual topic that we currently on. Logan said as far as this overall simple size thing with 4 Fields, he's not winning all these tournaments, even who won on CPTs. Hypothetically, if Problem X was the one who won those 2 CPTs, right? If Problem X won those 2 CPT events consistently, and instead, but he wasn't winning the Salt Mine Leagues, and 4 Fields was winning the Salt Mine Leagues, and if I was sitting here talking about, well, even though Problem won the CPTs, 4 Fields is winning all of the Salt Mine Leagues, y'all would be arguing the opposite, and that's on my grandmother. That's a fact. I know that. I've been around long enough. That's a fact. That's a fact. If anything, it matters. It matters most. No,
okay.
You getting loud.
You
getting loud.
That's passion, bro. That's okay. Okay, just focus on what I'm saying, not my volume. Focus on what I'm saying. It's all facts.
What I'm trying to say is, the argument was consistency, online consistency.
I'm talking about championship.
No. This is what we were talking about, though. We were talking about online consistency. So if he won those 2, they're the most important. 4 Fields has won the 2 most important online tournaments, but online consistency, Hurricane and Crimson are more consistent.
Okay, I'm talking about who's the best. I'm talking about who's the best. I ain't talking about consistent. Who the best? The best. Of course, it gotta be 4 Fields right now.
Let me do this. Let me ask you this question. This is something that I wanted to tweet out ages ago, and you responded to it. I didn't tweet out because I didn't want to start no discussion.
Yeah.
Let's go back. 2022. We start in January. The tour It's free fall, yeah? It's back to normal. It's just traveling. You don't qualify by winning one tournament. You know how you qualify? By being consistent, right?
Yeah.
The argument usually is not everyone can get everywhere, right?
That's a fact.
Let's assume everyone can get everywhere, yeah? Obviously, not everyone's going to go to every single tournament. There's strategies you can do to qualify. Who are you putting your money on to guarantee getting to Captain Cup? Because I know for a fact, because it's happened every single time, that problem is getting to Captain Cup. You know what I mean? Guaranteed, because I've seen him on all levels. So that is my argument for why I can say problem is still up here when it comes to.
So you bringing up the past to say who's currently the best.
What I'm trying to say is in a format where you have to be consistent and consistently place across the whole year to get in, because people had, what was it, 700? Simon, how many points was it? People had like 700 points.
Yeah.
You had to have, is that one Premier win?
It's literally over the last 2 seasons, winning one Premier would put you just a few points away from actually qualifying to Capcom Cup, right? So
Literally.
as long as you went to one Premier and won, and then one ranking and did like 5th, you would actually be in the cutoff
Maybe
points.
you might get it, right?
Yeah.
But the point is, you have to be mad consistent to get into Capcom Cup. That was the thing, and that's, for me, that is the thing that matters the most. I don't care about offline or online.
Thank you, Brian F. Thank you, Brian F. And that's the question. That's the problem with all of you guys. It's not no European thing. This is FGCY, America, everywhere, bro.
Yep.
The bias, and why people horribly judge skill and are incorrect is because of the fact that they judge off of results that are completely skewed by the fact that even players like myself, who actually even, of course, my name has gotten a lot bigger, but I even had some type of a name, some type of a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Back when we had offline, but then that I was going to a tournament a month, or you know what I'm saying? Like whereas these players that you're talking about, that you put on these pedestals, like who deserve it, like Problem X, an amazing player, one of the best in Street Fighter 5.
Tokido's a great example of that. You know what I mean?
But they're going to a million. Tokido's at a there was a time, like I'm telling you, I was at SCR. This is when it clicked in my brain. I'm at the last SCR, probably 2018 or 2019, I don't know. But I'm there, and I remember I lost in pools, and I lost to Daigo and Kazunoko. It might not have been pools, but I lost to Daigo and Kazunoko. But when I lost, I'm destroyed, right? Because I know I'm not going to nothing else for however long.
That's your tournament.
Now, I sat there. I remember Tokido lost. He lost to the Colombian Zeku player. You remember that?
Yep.
He lost to a Colombian Zeku player, and everybody's, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Tokido, I'm messed up. I see Tokido immediately smiling and playing casuals. Immediately smiling and playing casuals.
Yeah. Comfortable as hell.
And that's when it clicked in my brain that all of you are dumb because of the fact that you literally think it's fair to say, oh, well, Tokido has better results in comparison to somebody who's going to one tournament every 6 months or 3 months. Stop telling me about those CPT points. Don't tell me about them. They're irrelevant. The person you're talking about, they're not literally irrelevant, of course, but they're relevant. They're irrelevant to some conversations. They're relevant when you're comparing Knuckle Do and Problem. When you're comparing Punk and Itabashi. They're relevant when you're comparing the people who had the resources and the sponsorships to go to all of these tournaments and went to all of these tournaments. You cannot bring that up when you're talking about somebody. So you can't tell me what a Four Fields would have done. Would do with unlimited resources to travel.
I mean, I can because we see him play every week.
I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that.
You don't know.
No, you don't know. But I will ask I'll ask every single person in the FGC, put your money where your mouth is. Who you betting on? And
I'm just saying that there's
form and that.
Common sense.
All the stuff.
Common sense. You gotta be common sense. You're gonna go off of what you've seen, but that's because that's all we've seen.
Let me give you a great example. Right, this is the perfect example. Hurricane is cold. Hurricane is cold. Right, he's sick. I told you he's one of the most consistent in our region. I'm probably not going to put money on him definitely qualifying if it was unlimited budget and going to all CPT. I'm not, because you have international competition. You're playing everyone now. Everybody now.
I'm aware.
That was really apparent today, by the way. That was really apparent this weekend. Watching this Saudi Arabian event, because I've been commentating these majors. I've been commentating these online regional events. Yeah? And you see the gulf between some of these players. Like, even in a top 8 of CEO and Combo Breaker, the top 4 and some of the guys that finish 7th, they're not really in the same skill bracket, realistically. It's very
miles
evident.
apart, like,
But when you go to these international events and it's the best players from their respective regions, and we've seen it how these results. One
You're
weekend,
muted. Rob, you're muted.
one weekend it's Angry Bird winning the tournament. The next weekend he goes down into losers first round and then only manages to finish fourth.
You're muted. You're muted,
Still
bro.
muted, bro.
We can't, Rob, why did you mute yourself? We can't hear you anymore. See, he was too loud for his own mic.
The skill level is so on par that you can't really
I know exactly what you're
very
saying.
difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult to
that's a good.
find
You
that difficult.
you know who I think is qualifying. If let's say we went back to that old format, right? Nobody else, people would be thinking, oh, he's not gonna qualify. I'm saying Luffy is qualifying, guaranteed, bro. Luffy's guaranteed qualifying.
We
bro.
almost got you back, Rob.
Wait, can we hear Rob? No, Rob, you
gone
see
again.
what happened on your side? Did you change? Did you press a button? Did you?
Luffy is guaranteed qualifying, bro. If we went back to that old
And he has
format,
done every year.
it's consistent. He's qualifying. I don't care what people think about his form. That guy's ridiculous. He's qualifying.
Let's see. Let's.
There
see.
you are.
Let's have. Yes.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
He's
You're
there.
good, bro.
Yeah.
Go on. Say what you're saying, bro.
You're muted on.
You gotta
on
push yourself back.
VMix
from
call
VMix
as
again.
well. If you're not on VMix, the chat can't hear you here. Chat, Valentin, is he good? Is he alive? Wait, guys,
man.
being fixed. Don't worry. You see?
Hold on.
It's a conspiracy.
You guys give me 1 second.
Try to rejoin the VMix call. Try to rejoin the VMix, and let's get Rob absolutely exploding live. Let's just get Rob in and back out. Valentin, still nothing on VMix.
No, but he's pushing through on Discord, so this is crazy.
I can hear you on this. Yeah, we're on Discord and we can hear you on Discord, but the VMix one seems like it's not going through, which is.
You good?
Which is you need to change the settings
no,
on VMix,
you need to change
Rob,
the
not-
settings in the VMix call.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. So come out of this. This is all right. You see at the bottom of the VMix call. Yeah, there's like a little cog.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the VMix call, there should be like a cog that says open settings. In the window that you're looking at with all of us in, yeah? Nope. It's literally, if you just put your cursor at the bottom of the screen that's got all of us in.
Don't you just have to go on this? Yeah.
You're that's what, okay. Like
Yeah,
what?
bro.
He went on another platform.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I realized that he wasn't checking the VMix when he said, I'll rejoin the VMix call, and he never dropped out.
Exactly.
I saw your screen the whole time.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Is my mic working in
being
VMix now?
Hey!
Okay. My bad.
Have you got? Do you still remember your rebuttal? Yeah.
I thought that was okay. I'm so dumb. Anywho, moving on. Right.
Moving on. We good. Let's go.
This is my thing, bro. Y'all take into account the results of people like you when you judging somebody, you bring up like Luffy. One of the reasons you think of him as so good, which he is very good, is including like Street Fighter 4. Are you telling me you swear to God you think Street Fighter 4 has no bearing on your opinion of him?
Bro, sorry. I'm gonna cut you on that immediately. Luffy has qualified to every single Capcom Cup on Street Fighter
I'm
5.
aware of this,
Not
bro.
not four.
I know.
On 5, he's qualified to every single Capcom
Bro.
Cup. I don't need Street Fighter 4 to talk about how good Luffy is.
You missing my point, family. You missing my point. Like,
What did you say? What was your point then?
my point is I'm not talking about just Luffy. I'm not talking about just Luffy, but in general, with all of these players, you take into account also, like when we think about Luffy, we think of EVO champion, not just Capcom Cup qualifier every year.
Yeah,
that's not.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is,
usually your biggest result is your
Yeah,
main.
you're defined by your biggest results.
Yeah.
Yes.
we take into account these things from when some of us were in. You know how old I was when Daigo was beating Justin Wong at. You know what I'm saying? When Daigo beat Justin Wong in the Street Fighter 4 EVO.
We're the same age, Rob.
Okay, so you know what we were doing at that time. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to go to the mall. We were
16, 17.
We're trying to chase the paintings and all that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's what I was on at that time. I wasn't trying to go to a tournament, bro. So I don't like that people like give them credit, but don't count it against people. You can't tell me what I would have done or what so and so would have done.
I want to give an argument. I want to give an argument, Rob, regarding the whole 4 fields and problem thing, because I understand your points. Let me go. I understand your point, Rob, but I think there is one difference, which is like 4 fields. What 4 fields won was the 2 CPTs, which were UK region only, right? Which he won, which he absolutely deserved. There's absolutely nothing else.
Yeah, and he won that
Logan,
with
let me finish,
infectious
right?
in as well. So
yeah, absolutely. What Logan mentioned earlier, and what I want to mention, is that if you take the EU-wide competition, aka Salt Mine League, because that's the one EU-wide competition there is, whenever both 4 fields and Problem X enter Salt Mine League, which has all of Europe, including, you know, Mr. Crimson, like Vega Patch, anyone, Kills You, these guys are there, right? In the tournament that has more people, Problem has a better record than the 4 fields. So for me personally, as a versatile player who enters competition, the 4 fields won the quote-unquote less stacked tournament, because by all means, a UK-only tournament has to be less stacked than a full European tournament. And Problem overall has a better track record at Salt Mine League online than the 4 fields, which is why personally, even outside of Red Bull Kumite, which is a huge argument, I still place Problem over. 4 fields had his 2 days, amazing days on the CPT days, but on the larger circuits, Problem X still does better.
Okay, that would normally apply if we had like a CPT season and you said like 4 fields won 2 super premieres, but as far as like the regular premieres and ranking events, Problem X did better. So what I'm saying is the drop off is too high from an actual CPT event down to.
I'm sorry, you're taking the wrong example, because in that example, it would mean 4 fields won 2 rankings, and Problem did better.
I'm not finishing,
not super
bro.
premieres.
Nah,
let him land. I'm
not finishing, bro. So I'm right, bro. Listen, I'm telling you that as far as the Assault Mine League, NLBC, whatever it may be, whatever the skill level may be, the pressure is different, right? Period, point blank. I'm telling you from my personal experience as a player that for me, it's even easier to play against people when it's a high pressure situation. They're way easier to read. When something is really on the line, it's a lot easier for me to read them, because all of a sudden now it matters. Now put us in a regular NLBC or something like that. There's people who will give you some type of trouble. But now put them where, if you win, you get in the Capcom Cup. I'm going to fucking destroy them. So don't tell me about. You can't sit up here and compare him winning CPT events. You win right now, you go into Capcom Cup. He's won both times against the same person that we're comparing him to. And then your response to that is telling me that somebody wins monthly events or the weeklies or something like that with Salt Mine.
What we were saying, Rob.
The pressure is too different. No matter what the skill level is, the pressure too different.
Yeah, but in between that, Problem won Red Bull Kumite.
Which shows that he's good at the pressure. What's 4 fields at Red Bull Kumite?
Hold on. Yeah, let's do this right.
It was meant to be.
Let me just end this shit. Yeah? Because this is just mad. Yeah.
All right.
I get 4 fields is cold. Look, your argument was 4 fields is the best in the UK right now. Yeah.
I think look, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I think Problem. To me, Problem is the best in the UK.
No, but I'm gonna go back to your original argument, which you said was 4 fields was the best at whatever.
But you
said
have
something
to
like 4 fields was the best.
But on paper you have to admit. Okay.
The thing is, Rob. Yeah. The thing is, Rob. This is why I'm not disagreeing with you on what you're saying entirely. For example, if anyone wants to win East Coast CPT, you've had to have gone through Punk and Idem. So you can't say that's some fake win. It's impossible for it to be a fake win. You're going through top dons to win. You're not winning and being trash. As soon as you win that, and you beat the guys to beat, you're in the conversation immediately, immediately,
levels,
no questions, Even if it's the only thing you won, you've had to beat the top dons to do it. So there's no in a big large scale tournament, then top dons might get knocked out by someone else, and then you have to beat someone who's a bit easier to beat. In your region, you have to beat the guys to get somewhere. Phil Fields beat I think did he beat Broski? He beat Broski, Infectious, and Problem. What the fuck? Like, you don't just beat them, man. He did. You know who he didn't get though? He didn't get Hurricane, and Hurricane smokes him almost every single time. So that was one of them lucky ones. You know what I mean?
Didn't he get Hurricane on the first one, on the first CPT?
Yeah, but he beat all the
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, no,
there was one CPT was
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
He did beat Hurricane.
In the first one, right?
I remember Hurricane with that tweet up saying, "Don't doubt yourself."
He did.
Stuff. Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So in the first one, he
him
beat
too.
his demon. Yeah, he beat his demon, and then he beat Infectious. Yeah, mad. Yeah, and then the second one, he beats Infectious, Broski, and Problem. Crazy. So you can't. No one can take anything away from Phil Fields. The next one now is if even Infectious, right?
Yeah.
If Infectious, Problem X won that Singapore tournament, what was it? The Intel, yeah.
Oh, the Singapore was Global Esports.
Okay. If either of them won that and went to where Phil Fields went, I'm not putting my money on anybody else. I'm putting my money on Problem because I'm putting Problem against anybody in the world because he can fight anyone in the world. The only reason, and this is where it's unfortunate, but this is where your history and your previous results and your head-to-heads play a part. I can't say that Phil Fields can beat all these guys that I know. I don't even know who's got a better record against Problem. Who's got a better head-to-head record? I don't know who has a winning head-to-head record. I'm sure maybe Ryusei and Nemo and maybe Itazan or something. One of the grapplers guys, but most people he's played, he's played
and you said record, so he's played all of these players a lot of times, right?
Enough times in tournament.
No, I know in tournament at premier events, right? You know what that means?
Yeah, big events.
Oh yeah, I know. You know what that means? That means that he was at those events.
Yes, that's what I just rebutted that already because I said I know he's not been able to do it. Yeah.
So but that's all. That's all my point. That's all my point is in the end of the day, bro. Is that as in the grand scheme of things, bro, Logan, you know I don't even care to compete no more, bro. Like you know, you message me like, bro, you ain't entered, bro. Because of all of the cap of the FGC, bro, as far as competing, because of the lies, because of the dick riding, all of that, bro, I have no interest in competing, to be honest. Because there's nothing you can do. There is no winning in the FGC, and people just don't realize that yet. And maybe for the greater good, I hope people don't realize what I realized. But I'm like, man, eventually I sat there and thought to myself, like, wow, like I sat there and no, bro, hold up, watch this.
That's star power, bro.
No, let Rob finish because after Rob's statement, we're moving to the next topic.
Okay, cool.
We need to
cool.
Finish your Rob.
All right, go on.
I'm there at. I already realized this before that, but I'm hosting Red Bull Kumite. I told this story on my stream, and I'm talking to a couple players, and they literally say that invitational results don't matter because it's not open bracket, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Right? That's what I'm hearing. People trying to tell me that Mr. Crimson not even top 5 in Europe. Mind you, this is after
Who said that?
No comment. Hey, I promise you, people you respect.
I would have bit their head off, bro.
Now look, this is what people try to really dead serious argue me to my face. Okay, this is the FGC. This is the truth about the FGC. Okay, now this is after he already did work at Street Fighter League. He already did work at beating Punk out on multiple times. Red Bull Kumite, all of that. So it don't count, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Now this is before the results of Red Bull Kumite. Now the Red Bull Kumite finishes. Problem X wins. All of a sudden, some of the people who thought it didn't count, all of a sudden, that same event, Red Bull Kumite counted. Now, would I sit here on this camera where I could be easily disproven and I have nothing to gain and lie about that? I wish somebody would tell me. So the exact tournament did not count when the person they did not want to win won. The same person was not even considered top 5 when he was arguably top 1 in the world. It did not count. But just like if Punk want to say his hands cold, then it count. Then it's cool. It don't count or whatever. If
you know what this is?
Bro,
this is pro sports. It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
Same
no,
shit.
It's not.
It's
No, it's not.
bro.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is.
If you
I
ask
hear the same
99%
shit.
of people in the bro, if you ask 99%
same
of people
shit.
about Floyd Mayweather, they're gonna say, oh, some people might say try to put Pacquiao above him, so on and so forth, but everybody's gonna say he's great. You never were following
He's never
boxing,
lost.
and they
He's
say
never
he's
lost.
He's not lost.
He's never
a
lost.
game.
Bro,
a fight
Steph Curry,
ever.
LeBron James. Okay, LeBron James even. LeBron James.
LeBron James gets corn all the time.
Bro, I'm talking about from other professional players. from other NBA players, you're not gonna find me somebody saying LeBron is not top 5 in the NBA.
Not in public.
Then. Okay then.
No, I don't think they're gonna say he's.
No, they're not gonna say that, bro.
There.
Yes,
but you know what?
So I'm telling you, it's only the FGC, and even outside of the pro players, even as far as y'all and the defeat lead just on my stream before and all that type of stuff like that, bro. People cap as far as the way they judge results. It's a waste of time. Like, why are you playing?
Hear me right now, though.
Okay, can I tell you what? They wouldn't say it about Taquido, though, would they?
No. Wait.
Wouldn't say it about Taquido.
Let me talk. Yeah. They wouldn't say about Taquido. First of all, there was a year and a couple of years where Daigo wasn't doing shit, and no one was saying nothing about Daigo. Daigo's dead. Not one person was saying shit about Daigo. Daigo weren't doing nothing. Yeah. You know why? Daigo will take like 3 years to get good at the game, and then he starts dominating. He weren't doing shit for a while. Same in Street Fighter 4. He weren't doing nothing for the Ultra Street Fighter. There's a time where he weren't doing nothing. He was
his EVO Ryu looked.
He was just whack. Yeah. He was a bit dead. Yeah. And then, you know what? When he starts winning again, people forget about that. Yeah. So the thing is, people have got star power. You know there's star power. Sue Surf, star power. He can come out and say something basic, and it might be like a wild thing. But so there is star power, and these players are unfortunately protected by star power. The way you overcome that, right, is you have to go to the big tournaments where everyone is. This is how you. You know what happened? You know what a perfect example of this is. Yeah, a perfect example of this is Punk. Because when Punk came out in 2016, was talking shit to everyone. Yeah, hold on, let me finish. Don't interrupt me. Punk came out in 2016. He started talking shit to everyone. He's still smoking everyone. Got third at his first tournament. Was chatting shit, smoking everyone. You know what people did? People brought up shit. Wow, this guy used to chat shit on Xbox, man. Brought up stuff. This guy's a dark dickhead. This guy's a blah blah blah. This guy's a blah blah. No one was on him. No one was backing him. I was like, this kid is cold, yeah. Especially because he's black. I was like, yeah, this black is cold, yeah. No one was on him, right? Nobody, yeah. He had to keep smoking you. He kept smoking everyone, and now the top players bring him into the circle, and now he's loved because the other top players love him. So I know exactly what you're talking about. If other top players love you, now you're the guy, yeah. Because if the top players aren't fucking with you, it doesn't matter if you're smoking everyone or not. Your results don't matter. It's clicky. We know it's clicky. And there's star power. When you get into that click, now you got star power.
Bro,
you know that. Honest, and unfortunately, they have star power.
And bro, this is the thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know, of course I came over here shirtless and everything and looking beautiful. Yeah. So I know I'm RobTV. I have the star power you're talking about. So trust, I understand.
In terms of content, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
look, Rob gets mad criticism because of
Rob, you see. Hold on.
Despite his results.
RobTV, outside of the fighting game thing, you've seen my indirect subtweets to man like you.
Yeah, you be showing me mad love.
You know what I'm about, yeah?
Yeah. Bro, you know we on the same shit.
You do it different.
No, what I'm saying, bro, trust me. No, you're not hearing what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is like, I know that click stuff does exist, and that's my point. It's lame. It's disgusting. Yeah. I could even see them doing it, but as far as like the pundits, no, that's trash. Or Stephen A gonna say what he gonna say regardless, right? And now outside of that, bro, we happen to have a pandemic, right? It is not, what do you expect people to do in a pandemic? All of a sudden now it's online don't count, which that's a conversation that needs to be had. We can say that for the highlight reel.
I don't like that, by the way.
Yeah, that's actual just directly a lie.
Because and the reason why let me finish the point to you. You said, to go to these terms and stuff like that. But that's what another thing I came to mind is like, yo, okay, unless you jaywalk with like this, I don't know what he does. Like, I don't know if he's a prince. I don't know what the man goes to every tournament around the world, regardless of results. Dark jaywalk is he from China or Hong Kong?
Oh god, Dark Joy.
Basically, he's the richest in FGC.
The richest, he's going to every tournament, bro. Yeah. So if you don't get bread like that to just go to all these tournaments, so you just going, and it's gonna cost you between flights, hotel, food, you know, and the opportunity cost of you not being able to go to work that day because most people got a job. And then if you do win, right, you get, if it's a premiere, you get $7K. If I'm not mistaken.
Can I say something? Very
and you can beat Daigo, Tokido, and Brian F and Hurricane in the same tournament and get 9th place. It does not fiscally add up whatsoever, bro.
Can I say something very stark? won't say who it was that helped me do it. But we looked at the guys that won or placed, in Capcom Cup in 2019.
Yeah.
And the prize money that they got for it, right?
Yeah.
And then we looked at the events that they went to qualify, get there, right?
Yeah.
And if you remove the money that they're getting as a salary, right? Let's just look at it as profit and loss. Only the guys that finished top 3 at Capcom Cup broke even for the year for their team. That's at Capcom Cup. That's not like, I went to this premiere. Only the top 3 places at Capcom Cup broke even for their costs for the year for that season.
You said for their costs for the year?
Yep. Yeah. The cost it should have cost.
To get to all those tournaments and everything.
To get to those events, and the money that they made from those event placings and Capcom Cup winnings, only the top 3 finishers at Capcom Cup.
And that's an insane statistic, bro. But that's
that's a different issue.
That's the unfortunate state.
That's their sponsors who are the ones that are incurring those.
Who are holding that?
That's not the players holding the cost. And
but that also shows you how hard it is to have consistency in sponsorship. Like, I'm in the chat here with you 2 guys, and you've been sponsored multiple times by multiple organizations, and you're both very talented players. Obviously, Packz doesn't really compete anymore at all, and Rob, you're transitioning into becoming a presenter personality in the space, right? And beyond the space, of course, as well. And that is because, there's the stability is not in being the guy that turns up and goes to tournaments. Even our friend Brian, the deal that he's on now, the stability in it is the fact that they're backing him as a content creator with his consistency that he's in control of, the social media engagement, the video creation, the numbers that he can generate there, the reach that he has that is consistent. Because let's be honest, right? You go to a tournament with your jersey on, you might not even get seen on stream for more than 15 minutes. So why are these orgs
even sponsored? Like
that's the good point, Logan. Right? Because I have 2 examples. I have 2 examples for
the
this.
FGC is horrible. I just want to put this one line real quick, Damascus. The business of the FGC is absolutely horrendous. Like, in a lot of different ways. Like, the orgs make no sense whatsoever. Forever until we die, the value will always be in entertaining people. The value will always be in eyeballs and virality and so on and so forth. It's the same thing before social media even existed. That Muhammad Ali selling a fight, you know what I'm saying? Him and Joe, it's the same thing forever, bro.
Headlines is the same thing.
Headlines. Let me finish, bro.
There's like 2 things, Rob.
But let me finish it, though. My thing is, for some reason, the FGC mentality, like when it comes to these orgs, they come in, bro. Okay, let's be real. Forget it. We having real talk today. I'm treating like I do in my podcast. Okay, so we just had the global esports thing that Mr. Crimson just won. Yep. So they put up $50,000 of prize money, and they flew out all of these players from around the world. Had to cost another $50K or something like that. I don't know, $30K, something crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then I would imagine that they also gave appearance fees, right? Thankfully, shout out to all those brothers out there getting paid and all that, and the non-brothers too. But where in the hell are they going to get that back? Do they even make the players tweet it out? No, I don't know why. Do they make the players make some type of content? No, I don't know why at all, brother. So now this is why I care. Because do I care about a company losing money just for that company? No, I don't know them. But it hurts us because when they don't recoup any of this money, when all of these orgs, when the team liquids and whatnot, they don't come back. So we get a quick buck off of these players who for some reason are cocky and think that they're celebrities because they're good at the game when they really are not entertaining, bring no value really that they think they bring. They think just the FGC has deluded them into thinking they're valuable. You're not valuable whatsoever, and you just are a money sink to a team, and you just hope that you're gonna keep getting a new. Hold up. You're gonna hope that you keep getting a new money sink every single year. As long as this stuff can keep the buck rolling after the next team drop you and the next team drop you, and hopefully you keep getting a few $1,000s every month. That's what the FGC is. It's a waste. It's a waste of money.
This is where the FGC is. And there's a couple. This is where the FGC is, and then there's a couple man that are like here. The FGC is a damn bubble, and no one can think outside the bubble. I'm gonna reveal something. A about what I was tweeting the other day. My tweets were, yo guys, professionals, casuals, all that stuff. People that are pro and people that aren't pro. When you go to a tournament, what's the worst thing you experience? And everybody told me very super specific shit just about like, oh, the sounds might not be off, or people smelling and shit. Nothing on a bigger scale, like as in we don't get any freaking sponsors. There's no money involved. Like there's no reward for even getting there. There's no brand awareness. I can't show myself if I get in front of this camera and do this. There's nothing outside of the stage. If let's say there was something at the side of the stage where, like, I don't know, like a RobTV hosting something, and if I do something big here, which is outside of gaming, because most people go O2 on tournaments.
Yeah.
I do something, I can show a different skill here while I'm at a tournament, and I grow regardless, because not everyone's gonna be the winner, right?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work like that. No one thought even on a scale outside of, yo, side to side is dead, bro. Sometimes there's no sound on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no.
So
They don't even
stuck on
think.
just the
They don't even
nerdy
think outside.
fucking playing the game shit. That's all people think about is dumb.
I mean, I get it, but in terms of, yo, do you want this to be lucrative or not? Like, do you want to somehow make some money from this or not? No one thinks. Obviously, the thing is, this is a new industry, so there's a few people that will get the shit for it. Jay-Z got shit for buying the NFL team, yeah, or purchasing, getting involved. Everyone's like, yo,
NBA
dickhead, Colin
team, yeah.
Kaepernick did the blah 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 blah. They're getting shit. Watching 10, 20, 30 years when bare other man and bare other rappers are doing it, now it's normal, right?
Yep. Yep.
T-Pain got shit for doing auto-tune, and then Kanye does it a couple years later. It's cool now. Now Future does it. Now everyone does it. Yeah, now it's normal and cool. Rob is doing next things. He's like, I'm gonna do a debate thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? I want to get paid for what I'm doing. The fuck are you talking about getting paid? You don't get paid. This is grassroots, bro. First guy to take the hit. I
They
don't know why we're on this
shitted on
topic,
me,
but first
bro,
guy will take
for
the hit.
wanting $1,500 for a show match. They shitted on me, bro. Even though $750 was put up instantly, Packz. I swear to God, instantly. The only reason
Let's
it
not get
didn't-
into this.
But I'm
Let's not even
saying,
get into
you
this,
get the,
bro.
you get. I get what you're saying.
I get it.
what
I
you're
get
saying,
you, bro. I get you, bro. I get you. Let's not even get into that. Let's go to the next topic.
Yeah, we can go to the next stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's-
That's deep.
let's-
We'll be here getting mad and shit.
Let us. So yeah, my prod guy is gonna kill us, but that's okay. We need to talk about the big thing, and we're gonna start with a very simple one, right? I know we've been talking about NA versus EU a lot. Mr. Crimson just winning today adds fuel to everything. So before we even talk about this is what I want to do, right? In a hypothetical format where there is a match, like say a 6v6 between NA versus EU. All right, who do you think will win? And the question, I'll ask Rob first. I will time you. You have exactly 1 minute
Shit.
to tell me who would win and why in an NA versus EU, say 6v6. You ready, Rob?
Yeah.
You have 1 minute. I'll
Okay.
cut you down at one. Yeah?
All right. So there's two separate answers. The first one is if we have full power on both sides, America will lose because Adam has, Punk has no pride in America. So he gonna play soft or just not play at all. So I would not even want him to be on the team personally. And then Adam, I seem to have a similar situation. He would play, but also has no pride in America. So I would say we lose off of pride alone. Now, if we take Punk and Adam out of it, take the elite level players out of it, and just put the when you get to the me and Hurricanes, the Brian F's and so and so's that you guys have over there, even Ford Fields and all those guys, I think now that's where we have a fun 6v6 that I'm actually interested in. People with some type of passion for it, people who actually give a damn, people who are not gonna make no excuses. You know what I'm saying? And willing to put on the show and have fun for the people. I think at that point we win convincingly.
Okay.
All right. That's you. 55 seconds. Good performance.
Yeah.
Packz.
Yeah, what are you asking me?
Same
You asking
question.
me the same question.
The same question.
Well,
You have 1 minute. I'm gonna press.
rebuttal. I'm gonna rebuttal
Go.
Rob. I'm gonna rebuttal Rob. I don't know what that mid-level or that level below means. But if we go by just top players, the best players in either region, America has two world-class players that are doing something amazing. If they're on form, it's crazy, but they can't sweep. Regardless of how great they go, they can't sweep the other team. Phenom doesn't lose to either of them. Like they don't have. I don't know if he even has a losing record. And Problem can beat them both, so they can't sweep just from that alone. Then you have
Crimson
Infectious,
can beat them both.
Then you have Crimson,
Packz.
Crimson. Then you have Infectious, Crimson. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do that really on a world scale, just based on that results, what's happened, head-to-heads, EU.
42 seconds. That man is straight to the point. Rob, it's my view, right? I kind of have this view right now, which is usually it's pretty fierce, but it feels like, even from what you said, right, that like there is less pride on the American side lately. As you mentioned Punk, right? I think Punk is the best example. And I think Punk is a great example for one reason, because obviously you know how involved I am in NA versus EU. I freaking run all that stuff on Dragon Ball, and the pride was high. And Punk was the first to say, I need to go and save America in Dragon Ball. Why is it not the case in SF5?
This is my thing, though. This is my thing, yeah? My thing is, I don't obviously know Wagwan in the American FGC entirely, but there's just not a person who is studying how to take these guys out. When there's a guy that's at the top, I don't think there's a person right now who's studying to just take them dons out. There's not a person who's studying to take just them dons out, because that's what it is. When you got a guy at the top who's always winning, there's got to be a person studying to take that guy out, and that's what happens. You know who did that? Oh, and in fact, you know how that even happens? You play them constantly, Battle Lounge and all them things. And the reason why I'm saying that, and the reason why I know that, is because the person who was doing that and studied, and the results showed, Hurricane done it for Problem, because he would lose to Problem all the time, and then it got to a point where he started winning, and then it got a bit more even. And Four Fields did it. Four Fields would lose to Infectious and Problem all the time. He literally couldn't beat them. He could not beat them, but he suddenly comes back to beat them. That's not a one-off. You studied that. So again, like I say, I don't know what the American FGC are doing, but when there's just one don that's just completely dominating, stick your heads together and say, how the fuck do we take this guy out? You know who did that? Let's go back to SF4. Do you remember what the Japanese did when Luffy was just smoking the whole planet? Do you remember what they did?
I know they did that to Momochi at one point as well.
Do you remember what Daigo did to Cien after he won EVO?
Bro, I want to. You're saying something big that I want you to give me time to respond.
I'll give Rob the time to respond. Like I said, I'm saying this blindly. I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is, when Luffy was completely dominating the whole planet, and obviously Japan was the guys in Street 4, but there's a few people that could beat Luffy, like Takido and Daigo, but the rest of them were just getting absolutely smoked. And when that was the case, they all went back and they all just studied, how the hell do we fuck this guy up? Yeah, how do we take this guy out? And then the next time, the guys started having ways to beat him the next time they met him. Yeah? I'm saying the same thing needs to happen in EU, for example, because for one person doing it ain't that great. Four Fields doing it's cool, but he might have done it more on his own. You know what I mean? I'm talking about putting your heads together. How do we beat this guy? Even asking the guy themselves, because they will generally tell you. They're on the level where they'll tell you how to beat me, bro. They'll tell you how to beat this character, tell you what to do, and then
I don't think that's what it's like in America.
No, but I'm saying, I don't know in it. I'm not clear, but I'm saying what I know from here is when you're trying to beat one guy, you're picking them apart and shit, and then you stick your heads together to beat them, innit?
I want to hear what Rob's got to say about this.
Say what you got to say, bro.
Okay, so that is that's entirely inaccurate. But first, I would like to bring up a hypothetical analogy. Let's imagine that we had the same COVID situation, right? The same, pandemic situation. But this was but it happened to be that it was 2017. So we're all locked off regionally, just like we are now, but it's 2017. And there's this player named Punk the God, right? Mm-hmm. And he is beating our fucking asses. He is winning all of these events and so on and so forth, right? Now, he is not able to play against y'all every single tournament. Y'all just see him, beating our ass, right? Yeah. So you would be saying the exact same thing right now, not knowing exactly truly who the fuck that is. I don't think y'all know who the fuck Adam is, bro. And I think that y'all seem to have forgotten who Punk is just because of the fact that, so my point is, yes, there are elite players, but we also use that as a blanket statement. Like, y'all have more elite players than us, for example. We have better elite players, though. Like, as far as, I don't think y'all. I think if Mr. Crimson and Adam right now are the top two. You got to just give them top two in the world. However, even though Adam is the best over here, right? Punk, as far as actual skill is concerned, that's two separate things to me. Punk is the best. Yeah. Punk is still actually the best on planet Earth to me, and I don't even like his bitch ass right now as a main. But I'm still
I hear what you're saying.
as I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. He's still the best on planet Earth, and you guys like a lot of people might not understand that in chat.
No, I get exactly what you're saying.
He's the best. Okay, so we have the actual number one skill as far as skill wise. Him or Tokido is the best in the world. I think it's Punk personally. And then you got Adam, who just has the game figured out the best right now. Like his character combination, there is no lures, there's no poisons. So it's deeper than even just his skill. It's his skill and how unique he plays, right? And also the characters. And it's a lot. So as far as if I had to put money right now, if I had to bet my life, I wouldn't be confident no matter who it is. But if I had to bet my life or whatever on a player going through a regular full CPT season, and who's going to get the most points if they go to every tournament, who's going to end with the most points, it would be Adon. So what I'm saying is that you just are underestimating how strong these people really are. Don't tell me what happened. Hold up. Don't tell me what's happening in the Problem X, because Adon would have fucked Four Fields up. So don't tell me that Four Fields beat him, because if he was over here in America, you know what I'm saying, the red, white, and blue, Adon would have been fucking him up. So that's a fact. Yeah. Now, outside of that, as far as the work we put in, bro, right now I can show you as Brian Neff is saying in the chat, bro. We play Adon 24 hours a day, and I don't mean we play Adon.
Remember,
here.
I'm blind, my guy.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I know it's fine as you know. I'm just saying we play Adon 24 hours a day, as Brian is saying in the chat, not literally all.
Yep.
And when I say play him, we have sat there. I have sat there with Adon. I'm talking, and the way Adon plays, he does not hide anything. He plays 10 out of 10 all the time. He does not say that. Yeah. He will beat you 50-0 and show you everything. So it's to the point where me and Adon will be streaming and we playing, and Adon will literally go and CJ, that's a mod in Adon's chat right there. Everybody from America knows this right now. Adon is willing to go into the replay with you, and we will sit there and talk, and he will explain what he's seeing openly. We do that, bro. The motherfucker is good. I remember when I saw we know this not just good. No. And I'm telling you, it's not a lack of effort. The reason why I started performing so much better and I got so much stronger is because of like I can show you documents right now. I'm talking about beautifully organized, fully fleshed out documents with multiple strategies to what's needed for each character, bro. I don't fucking play about my shit, bro. I don't care about competing no more because it's pussy. But when I was really on it and it wasn't, when I ain't know it was pussy yet, I got very nice. I got very serious about my shit. Okay? So I was not sitting here just watching. Look at my personality. I'm the most fucking proudful, shit talking motherfucker in the world. Imagine me sitting here. You think I like saying this motherfucker beat me all the time? You know how many times
Nobody likes that shit, bro.
So do you know how many times I've got off my fucking setup mad as hell or it messed up my day? When I lived with Knuckle Dude, for example, right, in Florida, me and Dude lived together. If we had fucking plans that day, ask the motherfucker. If we had plans that day, let's play real quick, and then we about to go to the casino or something like that. Bro, after I got fucked up, I don't want to go. I need to practice. So that's real life shit that happened. Never has it been a lack of effort, bro. I've studied a million of Adon's matches. I have actual videos of Punk's matches on my computer. I'm talking about downloaded on my shit in clips where I was analyzing that shit, bro. I'm talking about documents on these motherfuckers, bro. Niggas is nice. So I remember when I think somebody was, no, bro, but you just saying that as if you said they would not still be winning. Bro, it's not no lack of effort.
I didn't say that.
They better than y'all. They didn't say that. They better than y'all. They better than y'all. I'm gonna be beating y'all ass too. They better than y'all.
All right. Well, the last event that all of these players were at together was Red Bull Kumite.
We're talking about long term.
Was Red Bull Kumite Las Vegas. And Problem X beat Punk 3-0, and he beat Idom 4-2 back to back.
Amazing. Amazing.
Incredible performance.
Crimson's consistently beating your top two as well, right? Or at least you're one of them.
I count.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying.
Also, not to be picky as well, by the way. But you see how that you spoke about how you know how good Idom is because you guys play him in the community
Yeah,
so
you
often,
lot
you're
don't-
exposed to it, right? That's how I can say Problem X is better than the Four Fills, despite those two CPs.
Yeah, it's
Same,
long, bro.
said same
Like,
way.
It's long, bro. And you know why it's long? Because Problem will pick up a new character and fuck all of us up. He will do it with whatever character he now picks. He can pick if he picks a new character, that character's now broken. That's what it seems like. You know MK Leo in Smash? That guy picks characters and now that character's top tier.
Would
If
you
watch
really
Smash Ultimate? Yeah.
Would you
Picks
really
characters-
bet money on a top, like on a serious punk versus anybody, like including Mr. Crimson?
Hold on,
Including Mr.
Rob.
Crimson?
I'm gonna rebuttal that right now. Yeah?
Would you
Problem
and
has-
on- would you
Problem
put
has
money?
Problem has never had an issue with Punk. Ever.
They've always gone back and forth.
Yeah,
It's never been an issue.
They've always gone back
The way
and forth.
Punk was-
That's
the
an
way
issue. They
Punk
going back.
smoked-
It ain't like he be
No,
winning.
no,
It's
no.
back and forth.
No, the way Punk smoked everyone else, Problem was the first to get Punk to rub his eyes. He took off the glasses and was rubbing his eyes, bro.
You talking about that? You're not talking about that Abigail?
No,
though, are you?
this is consistent, bro. It doesn't matter, but it doesn't. Forget. Hold on.
No,
Let
they
me-
always
let me
go back
tell
and
you
forth. But I'm saying,
No.
don't bring up him crying and stuff. That was Abigail was broken as fuck.
No, let me tell you exactly what this is, right? Because I get Abigail was stupid, but this is the skill that most people don't realize about Problem, right? Is he might not be as skillful as Punk. There's not many people. I don't think there's anyone that is really. Punk's like messy, just natural, yeah. But Problem will find a strategy for everyone. Problem will find a strategy for every single player. If he's losing the, he'll find. So when Punk is smoking everyone, Problem's like, this character will deal with that, yeah. And it goes for every single player who he's ever had problems with. But what I'm trying to say is, while Punk was smoking everyone, there was a few players he couldn't beat. Yeah, that was F Champ, that was Snake Eyes for some reason, and Problem was back and forth. Like it wasn't like he's gonna come in and dominate. It's always back and forth.
Excluding
yeah?
that Abigail season, obviously.
Even the Abigail season, yeah. But I'm saying
That wasn't a
it's
back and
always been
forth season.
Oh no, that was like, I don't want to fight you, but it's always back and forth, right? Otherwise, Punk's dominating everyone in the world, yeah. Even I don't at that point, yeah. Knuckle Dude, who's cold. But my point is, anyway, I would put money. I would definitely put money on it. Why would I not put money on it?
Oh, okay.
The
Well,
most skilled
I respect
Punk
that.
Problem. Yeah, the
If you're
most
saying
skilled
you're willing to
Punk
put it on
problem.
it, that's
Yeah,
that's
I'll put money on it.
surprising.
No, it's
I-
not. It's not surprising.
What about? Well,
That's
okay. Well,
surprising.
they have a history of going back and forth. What about Mr. Crimson? If Mr.
Problem.
Crimson's only history, no, I said Mr. Crimson versus Punk. I'm saying because Mr. Crimson has a history right now of beating Punk. So
No, but
and I think he will fuck Mr. Crimson up.
No, my thing is, Punk's always had an issue, and just from both being current players, we used to speak all the time. He's always had an actual personal issue, and the character also with Dawson. It's not even just that it's Crimson. It's also that it's Crimson, who's crazy sick, and the character that he fucking doesn't like, and the character that's good against Karen. So like he had a specific set of characters which is perfect to counter Punk. I'll put money on Crimson right now. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and that's where it's just a disconnect, I suppose, bro. I don't think that y'all realize how good these players are. But when you say the whole not training for I mean, bro, like honestly, like fam, to be honest, we could do this, bro. Like honestly, I don't want to play no more because, like I said, it's all fucking cap and lies. And even if you win, it don't count. But honestly, bro, we can do as far as like you saying these players are better. Right? Or do you think that when you take it outside of elite, right? Do you think that those players are like? Do you think you have as much depth as America in Europe?
I think we've got more elite players than America.
You do.
Well,
I agree.
honestly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we have. Yeah, I think we have a just a stronger. Obviously, because
Because
You have
we
more
haven't
elite
even
players.
discussed.
I agree.
We haven't even discussed Phenom and Infectious. In
Right.
this
That's my point.
entire-
Yeah, I know. And well, my stream, I did. I brought them up.
Yeah.
Those y'all
I mean,
have more elite players.
we haven't got to that yet. Yeah.
Of
Phenom
course,
is crazy.
we had
man.
to be clear, we did have a weird situation where dude retired over the last couple. So
I mean,
it ain't like
Do is
Dude is another level, bro.
Yeah, so we not gonna act like
Dude would
doesn't
change the
exist, but
tides.
He don't
No,
play right now.
if you had Knuckle Dude, yo, it's a different story.
The debate
bro.
would be different. Yeah.
There's
And
a
that's
couple
my point.
There's a
Even
couple
if-
guys.
Even if we
that
add,
go on,
Do, bro. But look, just hypothetically, if we add in Do, y'all still would have more. Y'all still add on Punk Do. Y'all still would have more elite players, but we would be facing.
Yes, but the head.
And that's
but
the
that
point
head-to-head
I'm saying
though.
is weight.
No,
is
but that
weight
head to head is different. That
But
head to head
see,
is different.
but
because
this is the thing,
Knuckle
so-
Dude count a certain man.
Don't y'all have
Knuckle
four
Dude
elite
count a
players?
certain man.
Don't y'all have 4 elite players, or is it 5? I think it's 4. I think it's Problem, Crimson, Luffy, and Phenom.
Infectious.
And Infectious. So y'all have 5.
Yeah. Like truly world class. Yeah.
And what we be doing?
They can fight everyone.
Okay, yeah. If it's 6v6, then y'all still win.
Yeah.
If it's 10v10, okay. So we agree y'all got more elite players. But
I think the drop off is much more for us.
Yes.
The more players
So
you bring in.
you can admit that
your
America
drop off
has
at
more
world
depth.
class. Yeah, your drop off at world class is faster.
Yes.
Our drop off at
High
elite
level, like
is
just
faster.
yeah.
Just because the density of your community, like you've got way more communities than we
I
have.
don't think
Realistically-
Takamura is. No, Takamura is not at that point, bro. He's
No,
great. He's not-
Takamura's not the elite
No,
level.
that's not true.
Because there's a big difference. when it
Yeah,
comes to
those guys
an
are
international level.
like, yeah, those guys are different. Those guys are different. But
Like Takamura is not in the Phenom
Yeah, he's not that bracket.
problem
Not in my
class.
opinion. man.
And not because he hasn't shown that. He's shown sparks of that. He hasn't shown that consistently. I saw him play like that when he beat Tokido at CEO. I saw him play like that when he got the result that he did at Red Bull Kumite in Tokyo
Fucking up everyone
as well. Busting man's head, finishing 3rd. Sensational performance. But then he doesn't make top 16 winner side at his own backyard event as well. So, you know, like the consistency isn't there.
I think he was about to break through that level pre-pandemic, and then
he's a
Takamura
potential.
is also infamous in Europe for
Yeah.
having the shittiest connection on earth. So, like, I think the whole combination of this just made it back to he's very good, but obviously far from there.
Yeah. And then
And you guys have got mad killers though, like mad on the cusp.
yes, I think
When-
that's where if we have that
And also,
match, it's not
we have to look at North America as a continent as well, and that includes
Massive,
the DR.
Yeah, DR changes
Oh,
a lot.
mate.
Yeah.
So
Can't even start
like,
including Mena in there.
Kaba versus Idom at Combo Breaker was a joy to behold. Like that set was sensational. Obviously, Mena finished 2nd at CEO, and then he goes and does the business and finishes 2nd in Riyadh as well. So Mena's obviously looking dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
He's a man that approaches the game
they're
like a
elite.
professional as well.
He's
So
sick, man. Man will play he'll play every character in the world.
he main Street Fighter, like
Bro.
he main Street Fighter. So he's very dangerous.
Okay,
as
this is
well.
what I mean. This is what I mean. History too, right? So,
Yeah.
bruh. All right. So right now, Kaba, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if we have full NA, I don't actually want to say that. I don't want to start no Twitter debate. I'll just say this: if we have full NA versus full EU, then what? Because now we
If
also
it's
have-
full NA, it has to be full EMEA, so it has to be with Big Bird and Angry Bird.
What?
Right.
A continent versus a continent? How the fuck you just make that up? Europe versus
You wanna,
North America.
if you
just-
want to add
what the fuck?
an extra region to your thing,
It's not an extra
Europe
region.
should
I
go as
said
well.
if we do continent versus continent.
No, you don't have to have the big bird. We don't need the big birds.
That argument actually just had no basis in logic. We said hypothetically. If we
I
did
understand when
continent-
That's-
I understand when you're looking at it as regions, because obviously it's EMEA as a region, it's NA as a region. Like if we're looking at the CPT breakdown,
region.
like,
Bro, you
fair
just
enough.
Eastwood said, Capcom has Texas fighting in CPT Midwest. So Texas is Midwest.
yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Don't. That's
CPT,
gonna make
yeah,
no
that
sense,
is-
bro.
No, we're not including the birds because that just starts getting stupid, man.
Yes, like I'm just so.
And
I'm just
also,
saying hypothetically. There's a
it's
question. Like,
unfair.
I just think hypothetically,
CPT
though, if
regions
we
are
did
dumb as
have
hell.
that, if it was
Yeah.
NA versus if we added Mena and Kaba, what you think about that? That's an interesting one.
Is that what? How many people? 5 or 6?
It doesn't matter. But even if you want to do 10v10, I feel like at that point, the more you put in there, the more players you put in there, the worse
I
it is
think
for
the more
y'all.
players you put in, the worse it is for us. Yeah, I agree.
Logan, I want to say that you're a real motherfucker, bro. Not for agreeing with me, but because of the fact that it's a fact that y'all have more elite players. So no matter what side I'm on, I can admit that. But for some reason, even in American, I don't refuse defeatedly. They refuse to acknowledge that we have more depth. Like there's more RobTV, Dual Kevin, Brian F, Samurai, Chris ECH level players here
Look,
than in Europe.
If an American player
I don't know. Because,
comes
hold
to a
on.
European major, yeah, the list of players that he needs to be scared of is less than if a European player goes to an American major.
That's a
Yeah?
fact.
There's more people that can rob you before you get to top 16 in America than there are in Europe. That's
Yeah, like at a certain level, yeah. There's obviously that normal street.
There's
fight,
more
we're
of
not
us that
talking
can
about
beat Problem X.
Yeah.
Not gonna beat them all the time, but there's more of us that can. It's not crazy to see.
I mean,
like,
I remember watching Cereblast beating Problem X,
Mate.
and then immediately lost 2 games back to back and went out the tournament.
I remember that. Oh my god, I remember that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Nothing makes Problem X more annoyed.
He
than
was so mad. That day was so funny. Problem was
I
so
did the
funny
same.
that
I
day.
did the same shit to Punk, bro. He was fucking annoyed at me after that, boy. I lost to Cabba, bro. He said, "You lost to him?" Like Cabba's some any don.
Brian, what you mean it's the only accurate position of the debate? Brian, this is the thing, bro. Your whole debate, and I know you'll be on my side with a lot of stuff too, but like your whole debate is we just can't prove anything, bro. I hate when people say that stuff, bro. Like just
Yeah, but we can talk. We can speak.
yeah, it's like we're talking about it like.
That's
Oh,
It's fun
all
to
of this,
talk
there's
about.
just no way to really say, and bro, shut up, like,
Bro, we're
no,
not
the
talking
debate
about
is
this.
There is no
talking
right
about.
answer.
We're not talking about this to
What,
make
there is
decisions
no
for everyone
no
else.
way to have an accurate opinion, accurate. Even after, to be honest, even if we have the match or when we have the match, technically, unless we play like 5 times,
Yeah, I don't mean
it don't mean you better.
Yeah.
Even
It'll
if
never
you
mean
play
you better
5
anyway,
times,
like.
even
Even
if you play 5
if you play
times,
with Mina stays on,
we come
it
back
doesn't
next
mean-
week.
Yeah.
We come back next week. It'll be
And
different.
you might
because, look,
win.
I've watched, and this brings up what we were talking about at the start. I watched the tournament today, watched the Qatar tournament, international players competing at that level, the best players in their region. The parity is not this, like the gap is not this. The gap is this. And depending on the day of the week, depending on
Somebody
the
else.
temperature of the room,
That's how it's
Guys
gonna
over
be.
there.
Yeah.
Guys over there.
Like, think about how we just said Punk and Problem go back and forth, bro. Like, we say Punk and Problem go back and forth. So that means that day, who knows who's going to win against out of them, right? But just that one result, if it's the winner stays on, for example, that one result, which is a coin flip, can change the whole result. You know what I'm saying? It don't, so
look,
it's just fun. It's entertaining, bro. It's fun to talk about.
the best example of this is like, it doesn't matter if it's EVO, like whatever major where there's a bunch of people in attendance, you can't, like, it's impossible to tell who's going to win. Like,
That's Street Fighter 5 in a nutshell.
No, but it was the same in Street Fighter 4. I didn't know who was going to win at all.
In Street Fighter 4,
It's just like no one was winning back to back to
It was a lot more.
Would you have said
Like, you're
Kazunoko was
not-
winning Capcom Cup then?
No, it's not. It's not about.
Thank
It's
you.
not about Kazunoko winning. But I'm saying there's a level where it's just like. I mean, I guess it's kind of the same Street Fighter 5, but there's
Same.
random upsets a lot.
Promise you,
Yeah.
it's the same. Like the
There's the
consistency is mad,
same
but
amount
the
of people who can
consistency
win. Yeah.
of this level,
Yeah.
like you can't tell whose day it's going to be. It's
No.
Yeah,
beautiful.
when
I
you're
love it.
at the level, yeah, there's
Yeah.
a couple of people that are demons and whatnot, but at that level, yeah, then it's whatever.
It gets close. It gets pretty close. So what we're gonna do is this, right? As a closing statement of the day, because EVO is coming very soon, and obviously all of us are gonna be watching. Some gonna be, there for me, Logan and Rob. Gonna enjoy that. I want, as a closing statement from everyone, hey, who is winning EVO on SF5? Packz. You have the task of
Alright,
going
I'm
first.
picking two people. There's not many Japanese players, and I think if the Japanese players meet these two people, I don't think they can do anything against these. Right? Idom can't. I'm sorry, I don't think they got the poison experience, so I don't have to worry about watch out for that. But they still put Laura and all these Kamaga characters as like C and D tier. You will get grabbed, bro, and smoked. If he activates, you will die. I don't think none of them, man, are ready for that. The reason why EU is more ready for stuff like that is EU play the same crazy shit. Yeah. So Japanese are all slow, more neutral players, want to be controlled. That's why they put all the Kamaga characters usually are a bit lower in the tier list, right? I don't think anyone can deal with that. I don't think your Luke is saving you. I don't think your Guile is saving you. I think Idom, if he gets them and he lures them to death, they're done. I think they're really well versed in poison, so he might struggle there. They might have strategies ready for that, but that Laura might smoke them. So if it comes to meeting Japanese and going that route, I think Idom could take it. And then with Idom Problem, they haven't really played enough for me to certainly say Problem's gonna win all the time. They played, I think, once in tournament properly, right? So he could get got to. And then Problem, because you know how I feel about Problem, he doesn't really have a losing head-to-head against anyone. And I think he's prepped. I think he's prepared. But I do also put the factor in for everyone, especially for Idom and Problem. that it's an everyone problem. That PS4 thing can kind of just throw everything off. Because everyone's been playing on PC, 5,000 hertz.
So is PS4 winning EVO then? Is that your point?
I don't even just that. I'm just throwing that in the wind.
Okay.
That can just fuck up everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the Japanese only play on PC, only play on this hertz screen, and they always play online. They don't want to go out no more. They love online, right?
Yeah.
But now they're going to PS4, so they might get fucked up by that. And then we all know same shit is over here and NA. So I'm also throwing it to the wind as well. But my 2 picks are Problem, and Item.
Okay.
Which isn't surprising, by the way.
Yeah. Logan, who is your pick for EVO?
Yeah, I can't see past Idom and Problem X. Honestly, like I can't see past them. I'm really, really confident in Daigo, but I'm not confident in Daigo getting through that gauntlet of players with just basically Guile.
I can't believe I didn't say Crimson.
Yeah, no one mentioned Crimson yet. Rob,
I don't think Crimson. Again, Crimson's got a character that is way more like susceptible to getting blown up.
Yeah.
Dance him in long sets.
Yeah.
Like you get so much more leeway to play that character than you do in 2 out of 3 bracket gods. Like he has got counter picks, he has got Luke, he has got Rashid, but like they're not remotely close to the level of his dancing. But I definitely think I'm seeing Crimson top 8, 100%.
Do we have time to talk about dancing? Because I need to get there. I need to sort this community out.
We'll have another show on Dalsim because that's like 1 hour of chat.
I'm fucking talking shit about Dalsim top 2 and he's got no bad matchups. So
I want Rob. I want Rob. So who's taking EVO, Rob? Like who are you expecting to see?
I would say personally that no one wins EVO because either they win and that could mean that their character is broken. They could win. they could win and that means their character is broken, so that doesn't really count as a win. They could win, but it's on PS4, correct? We just talked about that, right? So it's on PS4, so it doesn't really count there either. We could win, but if you beat Punk, he said he's focusing 95% of his energy on DBZ and 5% on Street Fighter for Evo. So even if you beat him, that doesn't count, correct? It might be cold in the room, so it doesn't count. Also, it's not a
powerful option select.
It's not CPT. It's not a CPT event, right?
Wait, so it is CPT, no?
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, but not a lot of.
Yeah, they announced it like 2 weeks ago. So
okay, but a lot of the Japanese players not going. That's what I meant. A lot of Japanese.
Oh yeah, okay. Doesn't count.
A lot of the Japanese players not going to be there, right?
Yeah.
So
don't count, bro.
Don't count, right?
Yeah.
So there's always a reason. So in the end of the day, the only people that the wins count to is people who, if you want that person to win, right? So just like I seen, like Big Bird was just in the chat. That's the homie. We always talk about fitness and stuff, but he just was in there talking about PS4. Well, let's say I don't know. Let's say El Chicote wins Evo. Just shocks us all. Wins Evo. Then now maybe Big Bird might think it's because of PS4. Now on the other hand, let's say Punk wins Evo. Do you think Big Bird will think it's because of PS4? No. And that's the way that the FGC goes. So in the grand scheme of things, there will be no winner. There never has been a winner in fighting games. There's been nothing but pussies and bias and fake shit and clicks and dick sucking. That's who will win Evo. Dick sucking will win Evo. That's RobTV's official statement. But as far as the person who will raise the trophy up at the end, well, I think that'll probably be Adam or Mr. Crimson.
Okay.
Nice.
I think that is that's good. Like we have the favorites on deck, but that will be time for us to call it for a close. Just before we close, obviously, Rob, can you please plug the ridiculous stuff you've been doing lately? Because I personally have been enjoying your content, and I think everyone in the chat should go and follow. So yeah, Rob.
Oh yeah, so I actually have a new show called The Highlight Reel.
Put the links in if you want on the chat, like good, like everything.
Oh yeah. Yo, cause somebody put the I'll get them after if not. But yeah, that's youtube.com/RobTV Gaming. If somebody can type that in there or just link the video directly. But yeah, it's pretty much just like a open, like of course we do no neutral, right? Shout out to no neutral and everything, right? But that's more it's an official pre-show. I can't say everything.
That's corporate RobTV.
Type shit, low key, a little something like that. Yeah, a little something. But like, on here, I'm sure y'all have seen the clips of like...
You gotta say stuff like favorable matchup spread and all that kind of shit on there.
No comment.
Lower bracket. You gotta say lower bracket.
So like, Whereas y'all see with my boy Adam and stuff, bro, like the Tinder story or just hearing his opinions in general.
Yeah.
I feel like this is something where like people actually are getting to see what people are like outside of the game, bro. You know,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much the point that I'm on. A lot of people say, "Oh, the old FGC is dead. Everything is soft nowadays, so on and so forth." I don't see how anyone could really say that and then see the conversation that we just had here, or the type of conversation that we having on a highlight reel, and not really enjoy it and appreciate it. So, you know, if that sounds interesting to you, to definitely check that out. RobTV Gaming on YouTube. Yeah, feel me.
Yeah.
All right, check it out, guys. I put the link on the chat, but thank you guys for joining today. All of this will go on our YouTube. You can do exclamation YouTube on the chat and go and give a sub to Russell GG. We will stream some Street Fighter 5 this weekend with the French World Warrior, the first edition of this one. Should be a lot of fun. And
4 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m.
Yo, Damascus, before we go, bro.
Yo.
I say Big Bird said, man thinks I'm here for cheerleader and not to play. Come on now. I don't think that Big Bird is here for cheerleading. Obviously, he wants to win. I'm saying everyone is biased and clicked up as fuck. So
he's using top player. He's just using a top player.
Yeah, it had to be you, Big Bird. But even in that situation, right? Even if you won yourself, you wouldn't say you won because of PS4. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how it goes. So it's all comes down to bias, bro. Like, you know, if literally, I'll bring up an American player. You know, we had the Midwest versus West Coast 5v5, Street Fighter 5 classic moment, in my opinion. Now,
sensational.
Thanks, bro. Now, when you look at that, Adam literally, he thought the West Coast was going to win, right, y'all? He thought West Coast was going to beat us. We beat them, right? You know what he said? Honestly, I still think West Coast is better. Why did we play? You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how the FGC goes, bro. There's no honor, there's no pride. If you want to play, if you want to win, do it for yourself and do it if you're trying to just make the bread from doing it or something like that. But outside of that, I highly would recommend instead that you
That's the realest shit I've heard, by the way. I still think the West Coast is better. Is like, he really believed that when he said that.
Yeah,
well.
At least you just that's where we can see that. Like, normally somebody not going to admit some dumb shit like that. Like, not as far as, but to admit something that biased and crazy, right? But the fact that we can actually see it directly right there in our face is like, it's beautiful and it's enlightening. I would recommend everybody, if you really want to do this stuff, bro, make content, bro, entertain people. Stuff like that. That's the wave. And try to get stuff that you could grow even outside of the FGC with. That's the wave I'm on without getting too specific. I got some moves coming up. But as far as actually playing, bro.
You ain't the only one.
RobTV OnlyFans coming real soon.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. And it's crazy thing because 99% of the people who so cocky and all this stuff, like you said, gonna get on the team, get dropped from the team. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, not really making no bread or nothing like that. They capping, you know what I'm saying? And think that they're actually famous like Drake or J. Cole or something, when really they could go to your local Walmart and walk around all day without getting noticed. That's who these players are that you're aspiring so hard to be, bro. Trust me, it's not the wave.
Hey, Brad told us that one.
Trust me, it's not the wave. So yeah, that's my closing statements. So Big Bird, it's nothing personal.
Nothing personal indeed. We will see Big Bird at EVO. I'm looking forward to see Big Bird at EVO for sure. It's been way too long, but we're gonna close this one. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Logan, Packz, and RobTV for joining. We will actually not be back next Wednesday because we'll be on our flight to EVO, so no talk show on Wednesday. Next week, the talk show.
Paying for the high-speed internet access.
Oh, talk show from the plane, so I can argue next to someone sleeping and the baby crying behind. That could be a lot of fun. But yes, no talk show next week, but we'll be at EVO next week, of course. We'll see you on this channel on Saturday for Street Fighter 5. And until then, hit that sub button. Thank you again, Rob and Packz, for joining as guests today, and we'll see you soon on twitch.tv/reversalgg. See you guys. Have a great night, afternoon, evening.
See you all soon.